Hey everybody, it's Matt. We're gonna jump in pretty much immediately this time and do builds right away. So I can't wait for this one. This is gonna be a fun time, a really, really, really fun time. I think we're gonna have a blast with this one. We have the usual setup where we're making builds, but at the same time we have a randomizer on just to keep things fresh and entertaining overall. Which it really should be. It should be entertaining and a good time ultimately. I'm just loading up a few things and then we'll get started here. This should be much better than yesterday. If you hopped in from yesterday, I was only on for 10 minutes because chat was down for pretty much all of live streaming. So that was a little bit rough on that on their end, and it made it a little bit difficult. But we're here now. We're ready to go, getting everything started, and I'm pretty much going to jump in right away this time. So welcome once again. If you're new, if you're hopping in right now, if you got the notification, I appreciate you joining. If you want to see a build made, just post it up in the chat, and we'll start on the builds. I have a few in mind already that I'm going to start with. I was going to do a cold golem fist build. I think that's something that could be really cool and high damage. I ended up loving the golem fist. They're like now one of my favorite weapons in the game. So they're pretty incredible, honestly. I think they're fantastic and a lot of fun ultimately. All right, so we are going to be diving in now. I'm going to start pretty much right now. Welcome. And let's get rolling. So I was going to start with a cold golem fist build. We have the randomizer on. The randomizer is going to keep everything fresh, so we don't know what bosses we're going to run into. We can open up certain parts of the map. We have some DLC to work with in this one, including Mesmer's Arena. There is one boss that I do know. This one right here, the Church of Bud main entrance, because I was testing a few things, and I just happened to click on this one. And it ultimately ended up being Millennia. So that's going to be Millennia. That's going to be a typical boss fight for sure. No question about that. It's always relatively difficult. So I'm gonna set a goal here to start because we're gonna do something with her later, and then we're gonna get going. Can't wait really to jump in whatsoever. This should be a really fun time. It has been really fun with the whole randomizer aspect to it. I think it's been great. All right, let's do one goal here. All right, let's start that. All right, we made a goal. Welcome if you're new. We're hopping in now. We're about to make some builds. This is going to be a fantastic stream. I'm going to have a lot of fun, and I can't wait to take on some bosses. Let's jump right in. So I created a goal for this one. We're going to take on Millennia with a viewer choice build. I will let you guys either vote or we'll decide in the chat and then take her on at some point. I think she's got like 80,000 HP in that spot too, so it's pretty brutal. We're going to go out to Caelid, see what bosses we have to take on, and I'm going to start with the Cold Golem Fist build, which honestly should be a pretty good one. I think it's a pretty fun weapon. I love the Golem Fist now. We did a Blood Affinity one. We did a Heavy Affinity one. They were both really good. And I honestly think they're pretty fantastic overall. Feel free to say hi if you're in the chat, if you're just joining now. We are going to be heading out to Caelid to see what bosses are available. I'm not sure who's going to be available yet. I'll find out shortly. There's going to be very random bosses, as we've done with these streams previously. Keeps it really entertaining, in my opinion, and it makes it more fun because we have no idea what boss we're going to run into, and that makes it more exciting. It's definitely more thrilling when you don't know what you're going to have to face with any given viewer build. We were able to make, I think, 14 builds in the last stream, so that was cool. The one before that, I think we did 17. So that's also pretty awesome. All around, pretty great. Hey, what's up, Elder? What's up, man? We're about to jump in, make some awesome builds, and have a lot of fun in the process with the randomizer. Keeps the game fresh and keeps the content rolling on. We don't have an item randomizer, though, so it's not going to be like that. We have the Glorious Merchant again, so having him is a huge help. He'll allow us to make any build we need to make on the fly, and then we'll be able to take on random bosses with that. We're just heading out now to Caelid to check out what's available out here and to basically see what bosses we're going to end up running into. It could be interesting for sure. And I'm just basically getting started here, making a cold Golem Fist build. Should be a cool one. We got random enemies around the dragon again, which is fantastic. Gotta love that. This dragon's always here, though. This dragon does not change at all. There's no changes that are made to the dragon whatsoever. So that's always there. I guess they couldn't replace that with anything. Like crash the game or something. I don't know. I don't know how that works, but still, this is going to be epic. Cannot wait. We're about to jump in and make some builds. If you're new, feel free to stop by and say hi in the chat. We're going to get rolling here, so whatever builds come first, we'll be making first. Whatever builds come up in chat after the Golem Fist one. I have some in mind already from the comment section and whatnot. I pay attention to all my comments lately. Got a lot more build requests this past week. Pretty much get a whole bunch of them now every week, so that's pretty cool. Keeps things fresh and fun that way as well. We are now going to officially hop in. Check something real quick. Is this stream loaded? No, it's not loaded. Just making sure the latency is good here. Okay, we're good to go. We're in Caelid now, and we're going to go face the first boss that we run into, which is apparently going to be... Well, it's going to be... This is actually a decent boss to take on for this, because I don't think he's frost immune, so that's a plus. If you're in the chat, feel free to say hi. We're trying out a Golem Fist build currently, which is pretty cool overall. Let's see, it might... Hold on. Trying to check to see, make sure the stream quality is all right here. All right. Says default stream. It says excellent. It should be connected. I don't know why it's... All right. Can you guys see what I'm seeing? Is the quality of the stream pretty good? It should be set up pretty well. I changed the latency so you guys can talk in live time a little bit better. Just getting started here. We're about 4 minutes away from starting. Welcome if you're new. We're about to make some builds. This should be a fun time. About a minute away from getting started. All right, everything looks solid. All right, cool. I guess it's on my end because I can look at the chat, but I'm apparently frozen. All right, welcome if you're new. We're going to be doing a cold Golem Fist build to start. Let's do what we can here. We're going to fight this Crucible Knight. We got a randomizer on, which keeps things fun and fresh. All right, we're going to load up some defense here. And... All right, he does a lot of damage. All right. That was a unexpected amount of damage. Can I break him? Oh, nope. Nothing breaks anymore. Oh, he killed me. That wasn't a good start. Hey, what's up, Goober Sketch? We're about to get started here and make some awesome builds. Can't wait, honestly. Should be a fun time. Yeah, it's looking pretty solid. For some reason, though, I'm not able to see my own stream. YouTube's got to fix some of this stuff, man. Like yesterday was the chat, and this time I can't see anything. So it's just weird. I don't know. I just get a loading screen apparently. All right, let's take him on again. We got this. Fully focused now. We're gonna beat him up. I want to be able to break him with this build. The point is to break him. Welcome if you're new. If you have any build requests, put them in the chat. Yeah, yesterday chat was down for like 3 hours, so that would have been interesting if I went on. Nobody would have been able to speak whatsoever, apparently. All right, we used Endure. Apparently, that's not doing enough. All right, that's not going to do enough. That's not going to work. All right. Crucible Knights are not my best, but it's okay. We're going to beat them up. How come he can hit me? I have a decent amount of poise, too. Okay, got a frost break. Oh, it killed me again. God damn it, dude. I hate the Crucible Knights. They're miserable. They're the worst. I could do a Blood Fiend's Fork guard counter build. Not the most exciting one, but definitely fun for sure. We can start with that. Welcome if you're new. We're about to start making builds. You came at the right time because we're already making builds. We're starting with a Frost Golem Fist build. Pretty interesting overall. Pretty fun stuff in general. I love the Golem Fist. I think they're fantastic. I think they're like one of the best weapons in the game. They're incredible, honestly. They do a lot of damage, a lot of poise damage. And if I could play a little bit better here, we're going to take him down. I'm going to get him this time. I'm confident. I just don't know why he can go right through my Endure, which is weird. Oh, there we go. There it is. That's what I was looking for the entire time. I was just looking for a break. That's what I wanted. I don't know why. Nothing breaks. Oh, he killed me afterwards because... Oh, I thought I had enough time to back off. I didn't. Oops, my bad. It's a pretty cool build all around. I got this pretty optimized. I could just run up behind him and hit him, but we're at the bad spot where he can see me no matter what. Because I'm in front of him. So he just runs up to me, like, no matter what. He's just going to immediately run up to me. Now, it looks like Nightbot is here. Welcome if you're new, guys. This is going to be an incredible stream. We're going to make a whole bunch of builds like we normally do. We're starting with a cold Golem Fist build. One of my favorite weapons in the entire game. All right, we can get him this time. We got to be able to break him. How come Endure doesn't stop him from hitting me there? It's kind of weird. Oh, I didn't break him that time. Man, so inconsistent. Too inconsistent. I don't know why, but he just won't break. I just want to get a break on him. That's it. One break. We got one, but then I didn't heal, so that was my bad. I don't know why Endure doesn't stop me from getting knocked to the ground. I really don't know. All right, let's do this. We got this, no question about it. All right, let's do Endure again. Yeah, it's just whatever second hit he does, he just manages to go through. All right, this should break. There we go. I finally got the break on him, but I don't have a lot of HP to work with. I don't have a lot of health to work with here, guys. I'm going to have to back off. Oh, look at that. That is so cheap. Oh, there we go. That was a sick build, honestly. I love that. I think that was cool. That was a cool build. This was a really cool one to try this in cold affinity. Wow, look at the random things that we got. All right, so we had the cold Golem Fist plus 25 with Endure. We ended up with the Solitude set and the Black Knight set. Axe Talisman, Blade of Mercy Talisman, Magic Scorpion Charm, Dagger Talisman, Bloodsucking Cracktear, Spike Cracktear, Golden Vow, Black Flames Protection, Blessing Spoon. 82 poise for this one. 30 Faith, 50 Strength, 34 Endurance, 60 in Mind, 60 Vigor. Pretty good one all around. I enjoyed that one thoroughly. We're going to do a Blood Fiend's Arm Fork guard counter build. Sorry, Blood Fiend's Fork guard counter build. Welcome if you're new. We're making builds. This is going to be an exciting stream. I can't wait to jump in and dive in and have some fun with these. So we're going to buy... All right, we need our merchant friend because he's going to help us with everything. It's a DLC weapon. Go to weapons, and we need a... this is a spear build, so... Sacred Spear. Blood Fiend's Fork, so that's a standard spear. We got that. What kind of shield do we want to go with for this one? I don't know what kind of shield to use. I'm not sure on shield. I don't want to use the fingerprint shield. That's kind of lame. I feel like maybe the Black Steel Great Shield would be like a good trade-off. This is also like the fingerprint shield, basically. This thing's heavy as hell. Holy shit. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use this. We could do this with like no poise. My character officially can't move if I equip this, which is great. I love that. All right, we need to fix our armor set here. We're just going to throw on some pants. Yeah, that's fine. Hey, look, this is my Godfrey character, guys. Look, it's Godfrey. All right, so we're going to try to use Blood Fiend's Fork. And we're going to try to make a guard counter build for it. which should be pretty fun. Apparently I had it already. Not upgraded though. Welcome if you're new. We can try that next if you want to do something for the Blasphemous Blade. I can try to like buff it up or re-optimize it for you if you want. So we're gonna grab this shield here. This is, wow, this already puts me at a medium load. That's insane. So this is pretty good all around. It's gonna give me a decent amount of defense, but we need the right stats. What does this scale with? This is strength. That's actually a good thing. This could work. This could work out. I could be confident in this one. Do we find out who's behind the door for Mesmer? Or should we just continue to go out and kill it? I'll ask you guys. We've got some great bosses to work with though. Well, great arenas for the randomizer. No, lady, because I didn't look at the base stats. What do I need for dexterity here? All right, I need arcane. Okay, so strength arcane build. That's pretty cool. That's pretty legit. All right, a strength and arcane build is always fun. So we're going to go for a little bit of mind. We don't need a ton of mind here. We do need a decent amount of endurance, but not a ton because I was going to go lower on the equipment load. All right, so faith, I could do some buffs for sure. We need it. We need arcane. We definitely need arcane for the bleed build up. Let's see. We need strength. How much strength can we get to, though? That's the question. I don't know if 35 is going to do it. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced that's going to do enough. 412 AR. Remove the buffs, but we kind of need the buffs. I'll try this. I'll see if it does enough damage. I'll see. Let's go get the right tiers and everything for it to get set up. Welcome if you're new. We're making builds. We have an enemy randomizer to spice things up. It makes it more entertaining when we have no clue what boss we're going to face. Definitely a fun way of doing this. So for this one, I'm going to ignore Black Flame's protection. We're going to go for Flame Grabber Strength, and then we're going to go for Blessing's Boon. That works for me. Stamina is important here. Anytime you do something like this, stamina is the way to go. I don't think you can put... Can you put an Ash of War on the spear? I'm not sure. I don't think you can. I'll check. Oh, you can put an Ash of War on the spear. Let's see. What would be a good guard counter Ash of War? I want to keep it in Blood Affinity. Seppuku would be a lot of bleed build-up. That's probably the best. Yeah. This is going to fit our stats perfectly, so we'll go with that. So we don't need the Shard of Alexander, and that's cool. This does Moore's Charge by default, but we don't have enough strength for that, so we're going to have to switch. We're going to use the Black Steel Great Shield. I think that one makes sense. And then I can put some armor on, because I just wasn't able to get to the strength that I wanted to get to. So we'll add some armor. Yeah, you need a lot of strength for that one, like way too much. Or more than I have. So we're going to go with this. Let's change our pants. We need better pants here. All right, so we're officially going to be doing the guard counter build now. We have bleed build up. That's going to be legit for sure. All right, so we're going to go to the Curved Sword Talisman. And then Lord of Blood's Exaltation. I could run the White Mask for this, but I'm probably not going to, because I don't think it's a necessity here. It could be useful though. For sure. We have Melissen's Prosthesis. We might get breaks. I don't know. It could be tough to get breaks though. So we'll try for something like this. This could be. Why do I have a heavy equipment load? All right, we can actually instead go grab Great Jars or just run this, and then we have a medium load by default. That works too. I mean, we can get some breaks. We definitely can get some breaks. Let's see what's out here. Let's see what bosses. Well, there's going to be dragons out there. So what else do we have to work with here? We got a lot to work with, especially with the DLC. But I'm going to go see what bosses are over here and what boss is standing in front of Beast Clergyman. Which could be interesting for sure. I drank the tear by accident, but it doesn't matter. I didn't grab the... well, actually, there's no grace down there. We're going to go past the Dragon Bridge. And we're going to go past that Dragon Bridge up towards where the Beast Clergyman is. And that'll give us a good idea of what boss is in front of it. Hopefully it's not Millennia. There's a 5% chance that she appears at any given moment. I added that to the randomizer, so that's pretty fun. It's kind of going to make it more interesting for sure. So hopefully it's not her. I don't think she can replace dragons, though. I mean, not that I know of. I mean, maybe, but probably not. you're new, we're just chilling. We're going to be making some builds. We're working on a Blood Fiend's Arm guard counter build. Oh, so this is a replacement dragon. I knew it was going to be a replacement dragon. It's always a replacement. I feel like the dragons are by default just other dragons. They don't change them. It's the same thing every time. It's just a different dragon placed in the spot of where the other dragon was. No matter how many times you re-roll the seed, by the way, for those not familiar with a randomizer, it just gives you a different dragon in the same spot. I don't know why. All right, grab this Grace here. We're not going to take the dragon on with this because that's not a great build for him. He's immune to bleed, by the way. So he's going to be able to be completely resistant against anything that we're able to do. Instead, we're going to go right up to the Beast Clergyman and see what boss we get. All right, it's the Tree Sentinel. That's a perfect guard counter one. I couldn't have asked for a better one for this. This is going to be excellent. I can't wait. I'm honestly excited for this one. Welcome if you're new. We're doing a randomizer while making builds. We have the Glorious Merchant, so we can make any build at any given time. If you want to see a build made, be sure to put it in chat. After this one, we'll be working on the Blasphemous Blade. Coming up with something for that. Maybe something incredible for it. It's already a great weapon. And we're going to take on this Tree Sentinel in a second. So this is automatically a Beast Clergyman because he's a quest line. He doesn't change in any way, shape, or form. All right, so we have him back here, and we have pretty much everything else set up. We're going to be good to go. I don't have a heavy equipment load anymore, so that's a plus. I don't think he can see me. No, he can't see me. Good. I'm good with that. All right, so he's not able to see me. He's just going to sit there, and I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I'm not really the best with guard counter builds, but we'll give this a try. I have the talisman on, don't I? Okay, good. Thankfully. I'm not a guard counter guy. You guys know from my videos. I'm not really like the best with the guard counter, but we'll give it a go. All right, let's go, buddy. All right, he seems to have a lot of HP. All right, that hit him. Okay, that hit me. It's a certain number of guard counters, right? Yeah, there we go. I got a bleed proc out of that too. All right, does decent damage. Okay, he can hit me, but I can't hit him. Come on now. Whoa, that was a big hit right there. Son of a bitch. All right, he broke me. All right, chill, bro. Oh my God. All right. Apparently he's just gonna miss me. Oh man, he's a tough Tree Sentinel over here. Why do I feel like he's got more HP than usual? It's all right. We got another bleed proc. Come on, break. This is too many guard counters, guys. Oh, there we go. So we can just go in for a big hit, right? And that worked. That was pretty cool. I like this build. Kind of neat. It's unique. Oh, man. Every hit, does anybody notice he's just spamming the same two moves on me? Come on now. All right, he should be able to bleed proc any given moment here. All right, bro, you're moving around circles. You're making me nauseous. Oh, how did that kill me? No way. No way that killed me. I was standing there with a shield. How did the AoE hit me? Yeah, I think it's the DLC one for sure, because he has a ton of damage and he just spams the same moves over and over again. Honestly, he's kind of a piece of shit. I don't like him. I'll put it that way. I'm not a fan of this Tree Sentinel. It's all right, we'll get him. I have no doubt we will get him. We can definitely make something powerful. Well, actually, we already made something powerful for him. The Blasphemous Blade probably would have been easier for this one. All right, let's give it a go. We got this. I just need more bleed procs, more consistency. I should have added the great shield talisman, right, guys? That would have been a good one. Does anybody do guard counters often? I think that might have helped. I think it was nerfed for bigger shields, though. Let's find out. He just breaks me with that hit. Anything above is just a lot of... Really? Poise damage. Okay. That didn't break him. Wow. All right, that hit him really hard. That's a plus. I got some defense here, too. All right, that automatically breaks me. That does a lot of... That does a lot of endurance damage, too. What are we doing here, buddy? Yeah, the Great Shield Talisman might have helped me. It doesn't matter. You can't get guard counters on those because they hit so hard. Need the fingerprint shield, but I think even with that... Alright, that broke me. Let's heal up. Alright, there we go. There we go, guys. We just need to hit him with like another bleed proc, but he doesn't want to proc. I don't know why. Not interested. He has no interest in bleed procking right now. Oh, come on. That had to break me. Alright, does this take him down? Where's the butt proc? What are we doing? That was brutal. Alright, it was a decent build. I don't really like Bloodfiend's Fork, though. I'm going to be honest. It's just okay. Hey, what's up, Santa Sean? We have Bloodfiend's Fork plus 25. We use Seppuku. We had the Heavy Black Steel Great Shield. We have the Curved Sword Talisman, Lord of Blood's Exaltation, Millicent's Prosthesis. Great Jar's Arsenal will be better in that spot. Bloodsucking Corrector, Green Burst Crystal Tier, Golden Veil Flame Rip Strength, Blessing Spoon, 40 Arcane, 20 Dexterity, 35 Strength, 28 Endurance, 17 Mind, 60 Vigor. So pretty good one all around. Fun, but I'm just not a big Bloodfiend's Fork guy. All right, so now we're going to work on something for the Blasphemous Blade. See if we can come up with something really good for that. I kind of run this pretty similar, though. This is the standard, you know, run with the Blasphemous Blade. Pretty sure I already have it at plus 10, most likely. So, I'm going to find out in 1 second. Good, we got the game audio set right. All right, so... I'm going to try the Blasphemous Blade now. Oh, yeah, we'll do that next, Sean. We'll do that next for sure. All right, so the Blasphemous Blade here. And then we're going to pick the Shard. This is a pretty easy one to build around. I like the Bloodsucking Correct here for it. Two-handed sword's good because it has decent charge hits. The charge hits on it are actually pretty good, to be honest. In all fairness, they're pretty legit. I like the buffs we have. Might run this one a little bit more with like hitting hard and whatnot, and trying to get in charge hits. So we can switch our seal. We're not going to use Arcane. I'm fine with the armor set we have on. Go build around the Blasphemous Blade and see what happens. We got some bosses to work with for sure. If you're new, we're doing a randomizer. On top of that, we are making builds. We have the Glorious Merchant, so we can make any build at any time. It's pretty awesome all around. He's a great guy. He makes it's so much better because we could just make builds instantly, which is awesome. Yeah, that's pretty cool if you combo that. We might do that one too. All right, let's see what we get here. We need decent stats for the Blasphemous Blade. You don't really need a ton of faith. It kind of caps at 60 faith. I don't really need... Yeah, actually need more mind for sure. I might as well just two-hand this. I'm just going to two-hand this. Endurance. Something like this. That's why we could two-hand it.
Thou art now a sweet
Yeah, the combo move is pretty cool. We'll try that after. I think you do it with like what, Dragon Claw or Dragon Maul? Dragon Claw, I think, right? Let's go find out who's in Gale Tunnel. I have no clue. I can only wonder at this point. If it's Millennia, though, yeah, it's gonna suck even with the Blasphemous blade. Just a heads up, guys. It could be brutal. The 5% drop rate, essentially. The 5% chance that any given boss could be Millennia. I think it also replaces 5%. It was supposed to replace 5% of the... Oh, it does replace 5% of the enemies with her. Holy shit. I'm out of here. That's her right there. Okay. That was probably not the best idea, Matt, but whatever. It is what it is. Let's just hope she's not in the tunnel with us. Oh, I hate these ants. They're just frustrating. What are you doing here, buddy? Let's get him out of the way. I want him gone. Let's jump down. We got this. It should be a blast. Anybody notice Millennia? Did you catch her? She was just chilling in front of the cave. All right, that's interesting. Okay, buddy. All right, oh, thanks. Hit me in the middle of the air, why don't you? Oh, Pumpkinhead, that kind of makes sense. So many weird enemies, man. Oh my god, it's Millennia again. She's right here. I wonder how much HP she has. I don't really want to, like, find out, though. I mean, I kind of want to find out. Out of curiosity. Why is that still hitting me? This thing is going to be in the way, though, to be honest. But let's get rid of him. We got to get rid of him. All right, let's see how much HP she has. Why is she not attacking? That dog is done. Oh, shit. What the hell? Are you kidding me? She does that? Oh, she went down. This is just a regular enemy scaled the same. So she just does... Apparently, I hit her and she wanted a face transition no matter what. That was weird. Yeah, we have her as a 5% drop rate, essentially. She's a 5% chance of running into Millennia, which is pretty funny. It keeps it fun for sure. Let's find out what's in here, and I'm hoping it's not Millennia. If it is, though, she shouldn't be scaled up very high, so that's a plus, I guess. Let's do some buffs. If you're new, welcome. We're doing a randomizer. On top of that, we're making builds. We have the Glorious Merchant to make any builds we want to make, which is fantastic. It's going to make this more fun, of course. All right, so let's get going here. We're going to walk into this cave right now, and we're going to find out what's up. 5% chance it's Millennia, and it is not. Did I do all my buffs? I don't remember. It doesn't really matter, though. All right, guys, let's see. Let's see how the blast was played. Oh, this was too easy. Oh, no way. Come on. That was not fair. All right, well, that's a good build for whoever wanted the Blasphemous Blade one. We don't really have to go over this one. It's the Blasphemous Blade plus 10 Earth Tree Seal. Guard of Alexander, Fire Scorpion Charm. We have... Hey, what's up? Kent AI plays. We're doing a randomizer and having some fun. We have the Two-Headed Sword Talisman, Bloodsucking Crack Tier, Flame Tier, Golden Vow Flame, Strength, Blessing Spoon, 70 Faith, 27 Endurance, 23 Mind, 60 Vigor. Let's do the Cold Hada Stomp build now. So it's kind of weird because, like, she's replacing enemies, but it's going to scale, I guess, with whatever we're by. So it doesn't mean that she's necessarily going to be ridiculously tough. I mean, yeah, Elder, that's probably the best you can do with the Blasphemous Blade. It's kind of capped. It's mostly for healing and for about a couple thousand damage. Roughly 3 to, depending on boss, 6,000 damage per hit on the Ash of War while healing, which is still pretty OP. I mean, it's the best weapon in the game. Yeah, that's definitely the way to run it. I would run that for sure. All right, so what am I doing here? It's a DLC weapon, right? We have the regular Pada, right? We're gonna do a stomp build for it. Did I miss it? I might have missed it. Right here, plus 25. What did you want? What kind of stomp build? Is this like, are we going for Divine Beast Stomp here? Are we going for Storm Stomp? Storm Stomp's kind of cool, I guess. It's a cool Ash of War. All right, right, let's see. We've got a couple storm ones to work with here. Where's Storm Stomp? Is it not here? I want to find it. All right, we'll see what we can do. We have a couple options for cold. Cold can work with a few different things. Hoarfrost Stomp I haven't used in forever. Maybe that's still good. Is that any good after they nerfed it to death? I know they killed it like a while back, but I don't remember. I haven't used it since like the brutal nerfs that they did on it. All right, we need Rotten Wing Sword Insignia too.
What is?
So talismans. Grab a couple things that we need here. All right, so we're going to make a cold build for the Pata. Should be a fun time. All right, well, we're about to find out. Hopefully it's pretty cool. I'm gonna go for cold. It's a little bit quality. It leans dex, I noticed. Blood sucking criteria. We can go with the excessive attack one. That's good too. And I kind of want to build around it that way, but I also want to use the shard. There's a kicking and stomping skill talisman, so we'll use that. Is it chargeable like the other one? No, it's not chargeable. Don't have to worry about that, at least. That's easy. And then we can increase magic damage. I think that would be kind of smart. Something like this. We'll figure it out once we get to Renala. All right, well, yeah, we're going to find out. Should be pretty cool. Definitely a unique and fun one to use. We have dex scaling here, so we're going to go with dex. And, of course, maybe a little bit of intelligence, too. Which is a fun way of building this. I'm trying to make most of these with 60 vigor if I can. Can't always do it, but I try. We don't need a ton of endurance for this one. You actually don't need much strength at all. I think it's quality, though. You get a little bit of return from strength on this one. A little bit, not a ton. How much? That's actually, I think you get more on strength than you do from intelligence. I'm okay with these stats. I'll roll with it. I'm good with it. Let's see what we can take on with this. This is a cool build. I like frost stuff. Frost stuff is always fun. It's always a good time. Let's see what frost enemy we can take on with this. We've got a couple to work with for sure. We can find out what Golden Shade is. Let's see what else we have. We got a ton of bosses to work with here. I do have a decent amount that we can run into. That's fun. I want to keep it interesting. Let's go find out who's in this cabin up here. We're going to find out who's in this cabin, who ends up appearing as the night boss. I hope it's not Millennia. There's a 5% chance it will be, though. So that's going to be interesting the entire time, because there's almost no way to know whether or not she's going to pop up or not. At least she'll be scaled down if we run into her here. So that's a plus. That's pretty cool in its own right. If you have any build requests, by the way, put them in the chat. We're going to continue making them. We've been making a lot of builds lately. The last stream that we did build making was really fun. I had a great time with that one. That was excellent. Oh, I love the random enemies. Look at this, guys. Look at this. I think... Oh, they're more aggressive this time, apparently. I'm going to ignore them. I'm just going to ignore them. Oh, no way. That ain't right. I don't want to fight him in that spot. That doesn't seem like a good spot to fight him in. We're not going to go that route. I'm not that crazy. There's too many enemies there to take on that tree. All right, here we go. We got this. Let's go talk to this guy. I think you got to talk to him for like 1 second and then just set it to night. He's wearing a random armor set. He's like minty green. I think it's random. It is random. I think it just gave him a green armor set. I don't know. I don't recall seeing that. All right, we're going to set it to nighttime. We're going to find out what boss it is and see how much damage we can do with Hoarfrost Stomp and a Pata build. I believe you have to rest one more time as well. We're rested one more time, and we're going to see who this is. This could be an interesting one, for sure. Definitely going to be interesting in the sense of, like, you know, if it's Millennia that walks out, it's going to be a little bit scary, but it's okay. We got this. I'm confident. Please don't be Millennia. Oh, no, it's the horse guy again. How did this happen? It ended up being the horse guy last time. This is a different seed. Oh, it does decent damage. He's stuck in there, though. That's fine. I'm cool with that. Yeah, whatever. He went down, and that honestly shredded. It did a lot of damage. I'm cool with that. You get some cool charge hits with this, too. Oh, Archery's favorite +2. That's sick. We had the cold pad up +25. Any seal. We ended up hitting 54 poise. Shard of Alexander. Shattered Stone Talisman increases all the stomps. Rotten Wing Sword Insignia for our successive attacks. Magic Tier to boost magic damage. Bloodsucking Crack Tier for general damage. Thorny Tier to build up on successive hits. Golden Vow Flame Strength. Blessings Boon. 25 Faith. 20 Intelligence. 55 Dexterity. 15 Strength. 25 Endurance. 20 Mind. And 60 Vigor. We're going to try the Dragon one now. That would be pretty cool. All around, I think that one was honestly all right. I like that one. I thought that was pretty sick. That was a pretty cool build. Did a decent amount of damage. And now we need some seals. We definitely need some seals here. Let's see what we can do. We're gonna buy some upgraded seals, and then we're gonna do. What do we want to do? Dragon Claw, right? Something like that. With 2 seals. Let's see. Do I have one of these equipped? I have this one equipped. I had one at +10. Let's see what we can do. We're gonna have to change everything for this one. Yeah, it has a chain attack, I believe. We're gonna find out. It should be pretty cool all around. It's the Dragon Claw one. I think this is boosted by. Is it boosted by the rock heart? But if I do the rock heart, I have to die afterwards because you can't get rid of it, unfortunately. This could break. I feel like stamina recovery is almost a better way to go here. I think it's physical damage, though. We'll find out in a second. I have it equipped. Let's see. I can't use it yet. All right, let's go get the right stats for the Dragon Communion Seal, and then we'll figure it out. Once we have stats for this, we'll run into another boss and see what we can do. See how much damage we can do. Fun to be had. Kind of cool to alternate hands with this one. All right, Ronaldo, let's see what you got. We're going to make a full dragon build. This is going to use a alternate hand Dragon Claw where we switch between hands and kind of combo chain attack it together. That sounds pretty fun, honestly. We don't need a lot of strength and dexterity or anything. Faith we do need. Arcane we need. See how much arcane we can get. 50 arcane's okay. We can put this. Just chain cast this as much as possible. Let's do it. Why not? It sounds fun. We don't need a weapon after all. All right, we're gonna make this into a powerful one for sure. 329 scaling. I'm good with that. That's legit to me. All right, let's see. We got Flox Canvas. So it's not a breath or roar attack. It isn't chargeable from my understanding. It can break poise though, so there is that. We can get the smaller one that boosts us as well. This is a hard one to build around though because it's physical damage. Yeah, we'll have decent poise too. So maybe I'll go for something like Urtry's favorite +2. That way I can put on. Maybe I can put on part of the Solitude set here. Oh, there we go. We got decent poise now. My Godfrey character. It's Godfrey, guys. Welcome if you're new. We have a randomizer on. We're also making builds in the process. We can use the other, I guess. I can go grab the one that's 4%. I don't really want to grab it, but I'll grab it. I guess I will because it increases the damage. Yeah, I don't use that one very often, though, because it's not going to increase it by that much. So let's find out. So we're going to grab that right now, and then we're going to see what boss we can take on next. That's completely random, which, again, it will be. So this is going to be the Faithful's Canvas Talisman, right? Because there's really not a lot else we can do. It's physical damage, but it's an incantation. So there are limits to what we could do here. So we'll try this one. I want to try to chain cast it. Oh, you're right. I can't repost with them. I would need a weapon. We can run a dagger, though. We can run the Misericordia, actually. Hold on. Let's see if this puts me over. I can buy this at +25. And I can put blood affinity on this. This is going to be sick. All right, hell yeah. And then this way we can repost. It actually makes the build better, too. Let's see what we can use to put Royal Knight's Resolve Blood Affinity. That sounds great for a dagger. Oh man, that's great. It's Dex and Arcane, but it's just for bleed build-up. All right, it's just for the repost. All right, let's see what we can do. This is a chain cast, right? It could be chain casted from each one. All right, you got to be kind of quick with it. It does come out faster each time, but it's definitely a cool aesthetic. That's for sure. We have a lot to work with. We have a lot of mind. Welcome if you're new. We're making some fun builds. All right, let's see who we can take on here. Maybe we'll go and see if we can do a tougher boss. I'm not sure which boss, but there's a couple of tough bosses we can work with for sure. We can try to take on... I think the dragon would be kind of cool. He might be too tough for this build, though. Let's find out. I can hit him pretty easily, though, so that's a plus. We have a few more well, actually, we got a lot more bosses in the base game, and then we got several in the DLC. It might, but I find Radagon's icon to be like the most overrated item in the game. I don't feel like it helps much. It doesn't help for incantations much. It's more for spells. It technically helps for incantations, but the amount that you get is so minimal. It's very I'm hoping it has hyper armor. Hello. I'm hoping that it has hyper armor for sure. Hopefully this dragon will take some damage from this. I hope so. I can only imagine that it's going to do something to him. I just don't know what. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, he didn't hit me. I don't know how he didn't hit me. He just slid me. He just decided that it wasn't going to hit me, which is cool. All right. It does good damage, but I don't know. This may not be the boss to take on with this. Let's see. How come he didn't break? Oh, no. Oh, no, guys. This is getting hairy already. He's a tough son of a bitch. Oh, okay, bro. Just stand right there. I can hit you in the head. I got a head hit. Hell yeah. I got another one. He's kind of stuck. All right, I love this right now. I love this. This is great. He can't take bleed damage, though, so I'm not sure what I can do with this. But our damage is now going to be increased, which is pretty sick. So, yeah. We can do... Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. That's in a bad spot. That is in a bad spot. I knew I was going to die. I knew I wasn't going to make it out of that one. Yeah, we're going to have to try this on a humanoid enemy to break him. Other than that stupid dragon, I'm going to find a holy build again for him. We're going to have to find something that does holy damage for him. The only way to take on that damn dragon. Comfortably, anyway. All right, so we'll move on to a different spot, a different location. Who do you think's posing as Mesmer? We can find out there. Humanoid enemies, I don't know where they're at. We got some stuff to work with here. We could take a ride down to the dragons that are down there, too, in the DLC. That would also be fun. There's a little bit of fun to be had there. Let's try a humanoid enemy down here. Let's take a ride. We haven't gone to the dragon section of the DLC, so let's take a ride out there before we do any of the bigger bosses. Take a little bit of a short ride. It won't take long. Just a few minutes. We're going to go to that little dragon location where it's going to be replaced by, I'm assuming, another NPC. Be really cool to run this one against them. I feel like that would be a legitimate fight. What are you doing, dude? He just made another guy appear. I don't know how that works. Oh, there's Millennia again. Just chilling. Nope. Nope. That's not going to work for me. I'll pass on that. I can't open the map. I think I'm going the right way. I'm almost certain I'm going the right way. Yeah, we could try it on the guy that invades or the guy that's in the cave too. Why is there a dragon here? This isn't a replacement thing. There's no reason for a dragon to be here. That doesn't make sense. It's just there. It just replaced the normal enemy. I don't know why. All right, let's see what we get invaded by. It's going to be interesting. We might get invaded by Millennia. I don't know. It could definitely make it weird for sure. Yeah, the Horn Warrior. Maybe that was what it was trying to replace. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see here. There's a cave up here. So we can go head towards that cave. We'll take on this first guy first. I don't really need to talk to you, but I'll talk to you anyway. Just briefly. Okay, yeah. I think I exhausted his dialogue. The best I could. Is that another... Is that a... something? What is up here? I don't know what's going on anymore. That... I don't know. This stuff got weird real quick. It's just putting random stuff in different locations that shouldn't be there. I don't know why. Yeah, well, everybody has insane poison this with the randomizer. Apparently, we're just throwing dragons in left and right. Just fill up the dragons. Yeah, that would be great. That could be that. We'll find out. It's gonna be adventurous to find out for sure. Oh, it's the bloody finger guy. Oh, this isn't that bad. This isn't that bad. We should be able to spam him. Shouldn't be too bad all around. Okay. All right, that was legit. The second follow-up actually comes out a little bit quicker too, so that helps. That was a pretty legit one to roll around. But I kind of want to try it on the boss that's in the cave. We're close to the cave, right? Aren't we close to the cave? I think we are. I don't go this route too often. Wait, is this the cave here? There's a boss down here. A random boss. Could be Millennia. Yeah, it was actually pretty good. It did 5,000 damage per hit. That came out really well. It's a good way to chain cast that too and get damage out of it. I was happy with the way that one came out ultimately. I do want to try it on one more boss. If you have any build requests though, put it in the comments. Well, chat, because we're going to be doing more here shortly. And it should be a really fun time. So there's a magma worm in here too, but I don't think I want to face that because it's not really fitting. Let's see what else is in here. This may work in my favor. Well, I thought so for a second. Sometimes it's better with the random enemies. It could be a little bit more weird in terms of like what's actually in here. So we should be good. All right, we're going to run past all these guys, jump down. I think the boss is right around the corner. Oh, no, that was the worst. Okay. Why do... Oh, I drank the tear earlier. That's why. This is going to be a horrible fight. This is going to be brutal, guys. I'm not looking forward to this. Yeah, it could literally be anything. It could be anything at this point. We could be hopping in to fight anything at all. Like, it's just going to be completely wild. It's been that way so far, for sure. Let's find out. All right, we can boost physical damage again, so that's a plus. We do have our health being drained, though, so if I die, it actually almost helps me. There's a Stake America here. Let's... All right. Oh, he killed me in the middle of the air. It's all right. I just need more HP for this one, and then we can take on these two guys. Oh, yeah, we have that on. We have that on currently. We can pretty much get anything because we got the Glorious Merchant. It's just fantastic. He's awesome, honestly. All right, let's jump in and do this. Let's see what's up. We got it this time. At least I know what boss is going to be on the other side, so. Let's find out. This could be funny. Always a good time running incantations. They're fun. Faith is the best. That's kind of Faith Arcane, but it's still the best. Still fun no matter what. Why is he automatically just spam past red spears? I don't like that. You're going down, buddy. I got him. That was pretty sick. I love that. That was an awesome build. That was a fantastic one. We'll go over it real quick. We had 2 Dragon Communion Seals for that. We ended up with a Blood Misery Cord A, just a posture break if need be, so we can repost. Flock's Canvas Talisman, Blade of Mercy, Archery's Favorite +2, Faithful's Canvas Talisman, Blood Second Correct Tier, Greenburst Crystal Tier, Golden Vow, Flame Grip Strength, Blessings Boon, Dragon Claw is the main one we're using, 50 Arcane, 33 Faith, 25 Endurance Mind, and 60 Vigor. Pretty good one all around. I honestly did enjoy that one. Let's go out here because then we'll have more dragons to work with if we need them as well. Yeah, it came out pretty cool. That was a pretty cool build all around. I enjoyed that one for what it is. It definitely was fun with the randomizer, for sure, getting a random boss, but also a boss that had low poise. So we were able to beat him up, so. Welcome if you're new. We are doing a randomizer while also making builds, viewer requested builds. It's been fun. Pretty much every stream we've done so far has been crazy. This one's going to be the most crazy, though, because we've got Millennia in here. She's a 5% chance to drop as any given enemy or boss. And there she is right there. Wow. I'm going to avoid you, though, because I don't want to fight you right now. I want to grab a Grace first. Did I grab a Grace of some kind? I think I did. Is this the most obnoxious dragon in the game right now? I think this is the really tough one. I think so. I'm not 100% sure. It might be. Let's find out. Oh, no, no, I'm not doing this. That's not happening. Let's just go down here and see what's up. Why do I feel like Millennia has a higher than 5% chance of appearing? Because I think I see her again. I'm spotting many Millennias now. Many Millennias. But yeah, she's like everywhere. She was supposed to be a 5% chance of appearing. But I feel like the game... This is not 5%. Wait. Okay, we might have more bosses than anticipated here, guys. I don't know what I did with the settings. I may have messed with the settings ahead of time and not known what I did. Because that is Radagon who's chasing me. So I'm not sure what happened there. We'll find out. I didn't add any additional bosses, so I don't know why Radagon's there, but it's still cool. I honestly love it. I love that we just have random bosses. It's fantastic. It makes it just so much more fun. All right, gonna rest at this side of Grace, and then we can go back. There's some more bosses to work with down here. I think... Which way to the dragon? The dragon area is back through there. Yeah, we'd have to go up the hill. And I'm kind of curious who Baal is, but it feels like it's just going to be replaced by another dragon. So I don't know. That's not that thrilling. We'll find out. Yeah, he's the worst. He's the worst among all the dragons. He's pretty terrible all around. He's just brutal, honestly. All right, let's see. We got any more viewer builds we're going to make? I have a few other build requests to do as we're live here, too. I have actually several from my comments, too. So we're going to pick different ones. We're going to check some cool weapons out. I want to find out who is in Mesmer's chamber. I want to find that out. So I need a decent build to take on whoever's in there. Whatever imposter's in there, we got to take on. So whoever ends up being in there, I want a decent build for it because it's always tough. It's always going to replace it with another, like, main game boss. So... That makes it more difficult for sure. All right, so we could try the Watchdog's Great. I love the Watchdog's Greatsword. It's one of the most commented ones on my channel, but unfortunately, it's outclassed by Guts in pretty much like every way, but it's still pretty cool. We can do katanas. I don't think Sword of... we could try Sword of Milos, but I don't think Sword of Milos is that strong. It's got a nice debuff on it, which is cool, but we can give it a try. You can break some stuff. And it's a decently fun weapon, so it could work. We got 51 points. That worked out well. All right, we can get rid of that, and we're gonna go and we're gonna equip these and see what I need. I think these are quality, if I remember correctly. We're gonna find out though, real quick as we make a build for them. We have a medium load still, so that's actually a pretty good thing. Medium equipment load still. We can break bosses with this. I know it's sort of a roar, but I don't really use it. I don't know what the charge attacks are, I think, altered in some way. But we're going for jump attack, so it's not going to matter. We don't need that talisman anymore. That's definitely not something that we need, guys. All right, so we can break. So maybe the dagger talisman or something in that regard could work for us. We can probably posture break. I wouldn't be surprised if we were able to posture break pretty well. Maybe dagger. Go for something like that. Stamina. Everything else is pretty set up pretty well. Let's go see. I actually like this weapon in Night Rain. It's really good in Night Rain. It's like a really good weapon there. Not as good in base Elden Ring, though. All right, we're going to try to check out the stats for this one. I think this one's quality, though. So we need 15 strength, 19 dex. Yeah, C in both. So it's a little bit... It's essentially a quality build. I'll have to make a cool quality build. I like quality. It's a little underrated. That's for sure. It's definitely an underrated... we don't need much of this. Underrated way of doing your stats. It was much more popular in Dark Souls. Dark Souls 3 quality was pretty good. And we're going to run up, see how much damage we get. 35 dex, 35 strength. We got some room to work with here, guys. And that worked out pretty well. I'm actually really cool with the way that... Yeah, that turned out pretty good. 619's not bad. I'll take it. Let's see. Let's gotta make sure we got enough there, and should work. It doesn't matter what seal we have because we're just using buffs. So I'm gonna find out who is in the dark chamber. So let's find out who's replacing Mesmer. Yeah, this could be an interesting one for sure. Mesmer is gonna be replaced by somebody. We're gonna get rid of actually Dragon Claw. We don't need that anymore. You toss that one for sure. And do some buffs. And see what's behind this door. Which is going to be great. Yeah, it's probably Prime Concert Radon. I've gotten the worst roll luck, so yeah, I imagine it's something pretty brutal, to be honest. Most likely. It's most likely pretty brutal. It's going to be a highly damaging boss, I'm sure. We're about to find out, though. We're about to go in and find out who this boss is. Could be anybody. I can't really tell from here. It might be Midra. I think it's Midra. And that's actually not a bad boss, but I don't really like the build I have for this, per se. Yeah, I figured. He's got a... well, he does take damage. All right, so he's scaled up decently here. All right, I was able to break him pretty quickly. That was cool, but his phase transition is actually what kills me most of the time. Yeah, I can't usually dodge this, so... Yep, yeah, I miss that every time. I don't know why. That's a brutal one for me. Oh, no. We're building up madness now at a ridiculous rate. Okay, chill, bud. He's actually fitting in this arena. Like, this arena fits him pretty well. I think I'll break in one more. Wait. There we go. He's not really Mesmer the Impaler, though. All right, so he's down. That was actually pretty good. I mean, it just works around jump stuff. Wait, hold on. There's a phase too. I forgot. Oh, man. This is going to be brutal. Oh, it's Golden Shade. Okay, I'm cool with that. That's fine. That's a fine phase too. Okay, it didn't really go full on epic here. It was cool with just whatever. I'm good with it. I can probably no-hit him, honestly. He's not that hard. Oh, never mind. All right, we're going to have to heal, which is something I don't usually do with Golden Shade. Yeah, okay, buddy. All right, we got him that time. Got him we baited him that time. I'm getting greedy. All right, he's down. That wasn't a bad one. I'm cool with it. It worked out pretty well. It was a weird phase too.
America.
Yeah, that was pretty cool for sure.
Upon thee.
So he's down. That's it for him. That was a pretty cool fight, honestly. Midra and Golden Shade, kind of a weird one for sure. Definitely not what I expected, but still a fun time nonetheless. So we ended up with 2 Sword of Miloses for this. Claw Talisman, Blade of Mercy Talisman, Urtru's Favor +2. We ended up with the Dagger Talisman, Bloodsucking Crack Tier, Green Burst Crystal Tier, Golden Vow, Flame Strength, Blessings Boon. 40 Strength and Endurance for this one, 25 Faith, 40 Strength and Dexterity, 20 Endurance, 60 Vigor. That was a good one all around. Pretty fun one. I enjoyed that thoroughly. We've got some more bosses to work with here too. If you're just joining, we're doing a randomizer run. Well, not a randomizer run, but a randomizer while build making, which is pretty cool overall. It's been a fun time. This is kind of keeping the game fresh and everything. All right, let's go see what else he has. I have some other build requests to do. Be interesting. All right, let's find out here. There's a lot of base game weapons people are still asking for too, so I could do a lot with some of these base game weapons. Holy build. We did the gargoyle one the other day. Some of these are pretty cool. I love the spike club. That's a pretty cool one. Nox flowing hammer. I don't think I ever made a build for that. The chain link flail is pretty good. Knight Rider's flail. We have the skull with the battle hammer skull. Yeah, we could run something. Yeah, I'm not a big shield guy though, as far as that stuff goes. I mean, maybe we can run it. We can run into it, but let's see what else we can do. I want to get some holy damage though, for sure. See what else there is. Euphoria doesn't really work because it doesn't build up on the dragons at all, which is pretty beat. No, that kind of sucks. See the DLC items. Yeah, Flame Monk's Mace. Yeah, that's okay. It's decent. I don't know. Maybe something from DLC. Mesmer Soldier Spear would be a cool one to build around. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be fun to put in as a holy build. That would be interesting. Then we could run that shield or something. Yeah, I think I could do something like that. Right here, Swift Spear, Smith Swift Spear, Mesmer Soldier Spear, plus 25 sick. It's a really good weapon, honestly. It's a pretty fantastic weapon. Make sure I have the Spear Talisman. And we're going to make a build around that. Maybe a holy build.
Goodbye for now.
Yeah, it's a good one for posture breaking and whatnot, so that could be cool. It might be able to break that dragon on the bridge and take him down. Let's find out. We're gonna put it in Sacred Affinity. Actually, I think I need the wet blade on this character for it. Hold on one second. I'm gonna grab that, make sure I have that. Miscellaneous items. Grab some larval tears too, because we're making a lot of builds here. We've been making a fairly decent amount of builds. All right, we move down here, and yeah, I didn't have the wet blade. That's what I figured. Yeah, hey Justin, yeah, we may do a holy Blood Fiend's Arm one too. That would be sick as well. That would be a lot of fun also. Sacred Blade on this could do a lot of damage. Sacred Affinity. So I might try that. How do I get rid of the blood-sucking crack here? I need it. It's awesome. It's the best. I love the blood-sucking crack here. All right, so the base, I know what you need. You need 19 strength and like 16 dex or something. I think that's the base amount for it. Yeah, it's an amazing weapon. Mesmer's Soldier Spear is actually pretty excellent. It's an awesome weapon all around. All right, so we're going to use that. We want to switch to mainly a holy build. I was thinking about running a shield too. I'm not sure how I want this set up. Good. This is always a good talisman to have, like, no matter what. That could be a good one for us. Let's see. Spear Talisman could be good. The Holy one. Oh, we don't really need the Shard. I don't know if I'm going to use that or not. We could do guard counters. Guard counters could work well. I like always running the Black Steel Great Shield, but I'll look to see what he has that has good... we need good guard counter ability. Hey, what's up, Justin? Yeah, this has been fun so far. We're doing some really cool builds. We're making some fun builds. That's what we do here. All right, so I'm going to look for a shield that's decent. What's a shield that fit? This says 78 guard boost. I wish it would be in the order that the guard boost is. I think it might be. Is it in the order of guard boost? It might be in the order. Hold on. No, it's not, because the fingerprint shield's here. Some of these have cool... This is actually pretty good. The Golden Great Shield has a decent amount for 34 strength. That's a pretty good one. I might do that. I might end up doing that one. That one's pretty legit. Problem is we need 34 strength. So that could be a pain. But we don't need a lot of endurance. It doesn't weigh that much. It's not too weighty. Which gives us an advantage, you know? All right, so we're going to build around this. We're going to make this into a holy build. This should be a fun time. We'll take on I guess that Ghost Flame Dragon, which is going to give me nightmares. All right, so we're going to be a strength and faith build. Strength and faith for this one. Yeah, we could try dismounter. Maybe Black Flame Incantations. I hate the Black Flame Blade. It's terrible. But Black Flame Incantations would be cool. That would be a sick ad. All right, so strength we need 34, right, for this shield. 15 dex I think is enough. Maybe it's 16. No? It's 16 dex. Good thing I looked at that. All right, and then we're just all faith. This is pretty cool. I'm already liking the way this is set up. This could give us... We got 700 AR, so that's a plus. And we kept the same amount of endurance. That's cool, too. All right, so we can turn this into a holy-like build. My character had more of a holy look to him. There we go. We got the hell... Oh, now I have a heavy equipment load. Oh, that sucks. It's okay. We'll just use great jars, and we can put on some armor here. I'd rather wear some armor anyway. Do I have something I can wear? I should have bought more armor from the armor guy. This gives me less poise. That's not going to help. I don't know. 54 is fine. We'll run with it. See what happens. Take this dragon on the bridge. Could be exciting. Looking forward to this one. This dragon can be tough. He can be pretty brutal. If you have any build requests and you're just watching, don't forget to put them in the chat. I want to see what builds you want to see. That way we can make them live in live time and have a fun time with them. And they've been fun so far. The ones we've done already have been pretty great, so I've been happy with them. I don't really need Flame Grant Me Strength. I probably could have done better with Howl, but it is what it is. Sacred Blade shreds these guys, though, so I don't know. I'll find out in a second. Let's see if I can do some defense here. Play a little defense. Alright, he tried to whip me with his tail, but I'm not going to have that. Yeah, that just does a ton of damage because... Alright, so he's going to automatically go to that move. That makes it a little bit more difficult. A cool holy character, though. What are we doing? It does good poke. Oh, he's the one that summons guys. He's summoning guys on the bridge. Oh, no. This is not going to end well. He hit them, so that's a plus. That helps me, honestly. I'm good with that. Alright, that did a little more damage to him. Not really able to get in guard counters here because he's in a bad spot. He's not the best one to take on for this. Oh, man. I got hit by that. Come on. Alright, so he doesn't have a great tail swipe. That's a plus. Oh, I was able to hit him in the head. Sick. It was still cool. It was still a cool build, honestly. It was fun. It gives you a lot of AR with the weapon, which is cool. Just a random skeleton there. Is it going to blow up yet? Of course it is. Why not? It's a cool one, though. It gives you a lot of AR. We ended up with Mesmer Soldier's Sacred Spear plus 25. A ton of AR there. If you do the math on this, I believe it's around 800, so that's a plus. The Golden Great Shield, or Tree Seal. Great Jar's Arsenal, Spear Talisman, Sacred Scorpion Charm. We have the Curved Sword Talisman, Blood Second Crack Tier, Holy Tier, Golden Bow Flame Strength, Blessing Spoon. 57 Faith, 16 Dexterity, 34 Strength, 28 Endurance, 18 Mind, and 60 Vigor. Not a bad one. Fun all around. I enjoyed that one. Yeah, it was a terrible boss to take on with the build. I mean, it's good in the sense of Sacred, you know, having the ability for Sacred Blade. I'm not really big on the guard counters, though. It does pretty good poise damage on guard counters. That's a plus. But we didn't really need to show it off anyway, because we already did one guard counter earlier, and it can work, you know. All right, what do we got up next, guys? All right, let's see what we do next. I have a few off the top of my head that I want to do. We can do the Black Flame one. What was that? A Black Flame... I forget what the Black Flame build was. All right, we're going to do something pretty cool. Flame Monk's Mace. The Dismounter, yeah, okay. Dismounter's pretty cool. It's a cool weapon. We'll buy them. We'll buy them, see what we can do with them. Maybe just one. Maybe we'll just use one. That's the Omen Cleaver. I get them mixed up. They kind of look similar, though, to be fair. We only really need one. I think they're kind of quality. All right, let's see. Let's find out. All right, so... the charge attacks are decent. You get 2 swings on the second hit. That's a plus. That's pretty cool. Let's see how it does in different affinities. We're going to find out. Just want to know what it scales with. All right, so it has a B in heavy. That's okay. Dex is B. Quality is, of course, both B. Flame Art is a B. That's pretty cool, honestly. I kind of like that. I feel like it should go in Flame Art, but I don't know what weapon, what ash to use it with. I feel like Eruption would be a weird one. That's not really what I want to put on this. Let's see what we could do. Flaming Strike would kind of be cool. Grab that one. Wild Strikes is cool in Flame Art. Maybe something like that, and then we can potentially add Black Flame to this. Yeah, it should do decent stance damage. I hope it does. I hope it ends up turning out good. It should be. This way we can add Black Flame into this too. Wild Strike seems pretty cool. Seems like a good way to go with this. It seems like this one's gonna turn out pretty well. I feel like it. We can go Rotten Wing Sword Insignia. Let's see what else we got going here. We kind of almost have stats for this already, but I still want to change them a little bit. The Fire Scorpion Charm's a good idea. And then maybe the Godfrey icon. That kind of fits the whole vibe. It's pretty cool all around. Flame Scurry. Yeah, we could do that. We could do that one. That one's not as powerful as Wild Strikes, but we could do that. Because then I can't really build around it the same way, but I'll give it a try. Because it's the DLC one, so why not? Thought I already had it. Maybe it's not compatible? We'll find out. Let's see. Can I have it? No, you can't put it on this. Because we're going with Wild Strikes, guys. That's kind of weird. It feels like you should be able to put it on there. But you can't. Oh, well. Alright, let's run it. See how much damage we can do. I know we can do better with this. Strength and Dex. Let's see. How much AR did we get? We got 700 and something. We don't have bad stats to run this way. It's not a bad setup. Yeah, for sure. Black Flame's definitely cool for that setup. You can't really use it with Roars, though. I think Roars would be best for him. All right, so for this, don't know if I want to change my stats. Kind of do, because we can make it a little bit better. I think we can get more AR for sure. We could definitely get more AR, without a question. I think we can do better. I think you need 19 strength, 16 dex or something like that. I think it's the same as Mesmer Spear, Soldier Spear. All right, we are officially going to try to hope that I end up with the right stats. Yeah, and then we can just go with this. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that gave us a lot more AR, so now we have almost 800. That's a plus. That's pretty cool. All right, so we're set. We're ready to go. Give this a try, mixed with Black Flame. I could try Black Flame. Well, I can't do Black Flame Blade with Flame Art, though. That's the only downside there. Cannot do those two together. All right, we got some other bosses to work with here. I'm trying to find out who else is here. We need to find some good bosses to take on. I got some DLC bosses to work with as well. We have the dragons to take on over here, too. There's a few different spots we could go to. Trying to figure out where I want to go to for now. We're going to be running and going to... see, these are kind of random. There's a tree avatar over here. Let's see who replaced him. See who's the imposter for the tree avatar. We'll find out very, very, very shortly. Welcome if you're new. We're doing a randomizer with making builds in the process. If you have any builds you want to see, whether you're coming from the shorts feed or the vertical feed, be sure to put them in the chat so I know. Pretty much going to make them. We've been making them on the spot. It's been fun. Am I going to die from this? No, I'm not. Sweet. I stayed alive. I kept alive, which is really cool. All right, we have the... all right, this is a perfect boss to take on. I can't really complain about this one at all. This is perfect. We got the capital to work with, too, guys. We can hit the capital and see what's there. We also have the Scarlet Rot one, but I tested this before, and I'm pretty sure it's Millennia. Fairly certain that one's Millennia. I was kind of waiting for that if we hit, like, a super chat goal or something to go fight her. She has, like, 80,000 HP in that spot, so... I don't know whether or not I'm going to get to her or not, because that could be brutal, honestly. Yeah, on horseback. Yeah, you can use everything on horseback. Yep, for sure. Absolutely. All right, let's see what's up here. This should be fun. Should be a fun high damage build for the tree avatar over here. He's a little bit of an imposter. He's not normally in this spot, but it's okay. We'll make it work. All right, let's see. Oh, this is going to shred him too much. I got to get in at least one Black Flame here. Forgot, because it's a tree avatar. He dies so much faster. Still, Wild Strikes is insane with this. And it hits really hard. I mean, that absolutely does slap. A cool aesthetic, too. Like, it's a cool weapon. Poison Grease. That's funny. Heal up, and then I'll go over equipment real fast. We have Flame Art, Dismounter, plus 25, Wild Strikes, Godslayer Seal. Shard of Alexander, Rod Wing Sword Insignia, Fire Scorpion Charm, Godfrey Icon. Bloodsucking Correct Tear, Flame Tear, Golden Vow, Flame Grip Strength, Blessings Boon. Black Flame, and then we have the Scouring Black Flame, which you didn't get to use, 72 Faith, 19 strength, 16 dexterity, 20 endurance, 18 mind, and 60 vigor. Pretty cool one all around, honestly. I like that. It's just that the boss ended up being a different tree avatar. I don't know why the randomizer is so it's so insistent on putting just weird bosses like in certain places, but at the same time, certain bosses it replaces with only other versions of those bosses. I don't know why. No matter how many times you re-roll the seed, it doesn't seem to matter. Yeah, that's a fun build. All around, that was a pretty good one. I enjoyed that one. All right, let's see what else we got, chat. Let's throw some stuff at me. What other weapons do we want to see? What other popular weapons? Otherwise, I'm going to start going through my list. I have a list here, guys. Let's see what else we can make. It's always fun to make stuff. The DLC weapons are really fun. A lot of fun. I don't think I ever made one for this. I don't even know what that is. I don't think I made one for the short sword either. This is a short sword or a dagger? It says short sword, but it's definitely a dagger. Could try these two. Smith's grip dagger. I've done the Smith's grip weapons. They're pretty fun to work with. I could probably do something for Wayland's greatsword. We did one for. It was pretty good all around. I was happy with the way that one came out. Spirit sword, I don't think I've covered. Yeah, he's not here tonight, but yeah, he came up with some really weird stuff. That definitely worked out. He was a cool dude. He came up with some completely random builds that I definitely never tried before. It was pretty fun, honestly. I had a great time with that all around. That was a pretty fun stream, that one. All right, so we could do the Black Steel Twin Blade too. That's another cool weapon. The Great Katana is also awesome. There's a lot of stuff that we can invent here. We can make on the fly. We have also the Smith's Grip Braid Hammer is pretty cool. There's several of these we can work with. We do Blood Fiend's Arm. I think somebody suggested this earlier. It's Sacred Affinity, so we might try that in Sacred Affinity. See if we get some poise damage. That would be a huge plus. This one weighs a lot, though. So that could be a problem, but we'll find out. It shouldn't be an issue. I guess I have two of these. All right, so we'll just go with one of them. I don't really need two of them. And we'll see what we can get. I'm going to take away all the talismans for now. I don't have a heavy equipment load currently, so that I have that going for me. I don't want to change my armor set, though. All right, we have... Let's go for the charged hits here. The charged hits are always good, but we're also going to do holy damage, so this is a tough one. You could put Sacred Blade on this. Kind of interesting. Prayerful Strike sounds pretty sick. That could be a pretty powerful build, honestly. We'll increase holy damage. Get rid of this, get rid of this. I'm cool with the buffs that we have currently. I think they're pretty good. All right, let's see. We have... Prayerful Strike is a good Ash of War. It heals you. It's awesome, honestly. And it does a lot of damage, too. Could work with this one. We could get a lot out of this one. In terms of AR, we're going to have to go redo our stats again and see how much damage we can possibly get. I do believe we can come up with something good for this one, though. Ultimately, I believe it's going to turn out well. Go maybe two-handed at this point to add in some charge hits. Something like this could work out really well. You get healing from it, too, which is cool. Weightless Seal is definitely going to help here. Let's go find out what we can do stats-wise. See how much damage we can get. All right, we need 16 arcane no matter what. So that's a little bit of a downside there. All right, we have... Let's go. We're going to go... We want 60 vigor again for sure. And... we need a lot of strength for this one. It's going to make things a little bit complicated here. 16 arcane. Let's see how much strength we can get. Problem is, this is a... Get how much strength you need for this. Because we can two-hand this. Oh, we can go for 20. Just two-hand it. And then go for faith. It's an option. Gets us to 60 faith. And then go... Something like that. I think we can do this because we can two-hand this. This is a weapon that is definitely two-handable. For sure. Alright, so I'm able to... Yeah, I'm able to two-hand it now for sure. Alright, what else is here? We got to find a boss to take on. There's a whole bunch of bosses, but we do have the capital go to too, which is also cool. That's a cool place to go to. We're gonna run and make this into a build. There's a couple of enemies out here. Let's see who the Black Knife Assassin is. Find out. It's a randomizer, so we don't know. Could be Millennia. Definitely could be Millennia. That's a 5% chance that she appears, which is kind of unique, but at the same time, I don't know. I've kind of avoided her a little bit because I was afraid of waterfowl. I didn't want to get hit with that. I didn't know how much damage she was scaled up with in those areas. She was in one of the caves, which was pretty cool. That's kind of unique. Running into Millennia in the caves is probably pretty sick, honestly. We got some look, mini scorpions behind him. What are the odds of that? That's great. Oh, there we go again. Oh, this is wonderful. This is just wonderful. Go away, lady. No way. I'm not doing this. All right, we are going to go up here, grab this grace, and find out what enemy we are going to run in here. I got a cookbook from something. I don't know what. I did get a cookbook, though. I'm not sure from who. All right, let's go find out who this is. Apparently, I got hit by somebody, so I got to heal. Welcome if you're new. We're doing a randomizer while taking build requests. Hey, it's been a fun time. We got a goal for this one, too. Might take on Millennia later, possibly. I might take her on and see what's up with that. There's a spot she's in where she's got about 80,000 HP, so she's pretty brutal all around. Oh, who is this? Is this? Oh, no, this is a terrible boss. This is a brutal boss. I'd rather fight the dragon than this. This is awful. I guess I could try. I could try to fight him. This is a pretty brutal boss in this spot, though. Kind of sucks, honestly. Definitely not my favorite. We can heal, though, so that's cool. In two-hand. We've got a lot of AR. Let's see what this does. Let's see what this does to him. How'd that not hit him? He just walked. He's like really happy. Oh, come on, man. Yeah, he's gonna be. What? No way. All right, that actually did a lot of damage to him. I was content with that. Okay, that did damage to me. Let's find out. Oh, no way. Why is he always in a position where he's just not gonna get hit? All right, he got hit there. Oh, is this the one from the DLC? I don't know. I don't know which one this is. I'll see you later, Sketch. I don't know which one this is. I'm not sure. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh man, he's gonna end up being totally brutal. Okay, we need to heal up here. I'm not able to hit him with Prayerful Strike. It's a little bit difficult to hit him at this point. Okay, so it feels almost automatic that he's just gonna back off all the time. No. How does that hit me? 2 hitboxes on that, huh? Yeah, I hit him once in a while, but it doesn't do anything. All right, rocks. That's a good move. That works for me. Oh no, he did that. I thought he was winding up for that. I couldn't tell whether he was. And of course he was. Alright, he's gonna do this move, really? Wait. Oh, we took him down. Hell yeah. That was an awesome build, honestly. That worked out. I was totally cool with that one. That was honestly sick. We had Blood Fiend, Sacred Arm, plus 25 with Prayerful Strike, Urtry's Seal. We ended up with a Shard of Alexander, Urtry's Favorite, plus 2, Sacred Scorpion Charm, 2-handed Sword Talisman, Bloodsucking Correct Tier, Holy Tier, Golden Vow Flame Grim Strength, Blessings Boon, 62 Faith, 60 in Arcane, 15 Dexterity, 20 Strength, 29 Endurance, 20 Mind, and 60 Vigor. That was a pretty good one. I was honestly content with the way that came out. That was pretty strong build. Yeah, it would do well. We could honestly try it with we could try it with Sacred Blade, because you could put Sacred Blade on this, and that'll give it a lot more AR, and then see what we can get. We don't need the Bloodsucking Correct here. We could just go charged. Let's see how much damage we get. It could end up being a good setup for sure. We don't really need this. We could just go for the axe talisman and then see how much damage we get. All right, two-handed. We ended up with a lot of AR, so that was cool. Yeah, for sure, Justin. That was definitely a pretty good one all around. Let's see what the charge attacks do. I'm curious myself how much damage they do. I think there's a dragon up here that we can take on. Hey, what's up, Pastor? Yeah, I'm streaming. I've got a couple streams done so far. We've been making builds, and it's been fun. It's been a good time all around. How are you doing, Pastor? We've had some really interesting builds, that's for sure. People have been putting in viewer requests and whatnot, and it's been all around a solid time. There's a gargoyle stuck in here. We have a randomizer on for this one to keep things interesting. It definitely makes it interesting. He's stuck here. Gonna try to avoid him though, because he's not the boss. There's a dragon up there that's the boss. Let's find out how much damage we can possibly do. I wonder. Is this the ice dragon? This might be the ice dragon. That might be a terrible roll, but we're about to find out. Please don't see me. Oh, that did a lot of damage though. Oh, I was able to hit him again. No, no, no. Come on. Damn. I was positive he was gonna break, and he didn't. He's a tough dragon, man. How's that? It just falls on me. That's how it hits me. All right, there we go. We got him. We got him. That wasn't a terrible one in that spot. That's good, Pastor. That's awesome. I saw you're playing a lot of Lords of the Fallen. I got to get back into that. I can't wait for the new one to come out. That's going to be sick when that's out. And the Tarnished Edition, too. We ended up with Blood Fiend, Sacred Arm, plus 25, Sacred Blade, Urchery Seal. We had the Axe Talisman, Urchery's Favorite, plus 2, Sacred Scorpion Charm, 2, and a Sword Talisman. Spike Rack Tier, Holy Tier. This one did a lot of damage. Golden Vow, Flame Strength, Blessing Spoon. Same stats as the one that we just did, like, very, very short time ago, because we ended up using it for 2 different setups, but it ended up turning out really well. I love the way that turned out. Yeah, challenge runs can be fun. I want to start some challenge runs for Elden Ring here soon. I just started with the build request videos because it's been a fun way to kind of get closer to the community. Yeah, that one did a lot, Justin. I was pretty impressed with that one all around. I was definitely happy with the way that came out. That was a cool build. Hey, what's up, Lawbotting? We're just making builds. We've made, I don't know how many so far. A decent amount. A fair bit. Not a ton, but a little bit. We're currently working on making more builds. We're going to have some fun with this. All right. We're going to go to weapons, and we're going to see what we can end up. Yeah, we could do some challenge runs. I already did I did a little bit of a randomizer start the other day. We had a decent crew for that. It was interesting, though. I got some really bad RNG. My first 2 bosses were Millennia and Radagon, so it was kind of awful, to be honest. We got past them eventually, but I had to work around and basically farm a bunch of shit and all that just to come back around and take them on. It was brutal. It was a really rough start. That was for sure. Let's see what we can do. The Mantis blades were really cool from the other day. They were honestly sick. I kind of want to do something fun. Katana builds are sick. The Nagakiba's sick. We could do a Nagakiba build. Katana build. Maybe a Katana build, a Twin Blade build. I don't know, guys. I can't decide. We have a lot of options to work with. I got a lot of build requests here, too. We could do the War Pick. I don't really make builds for that. The Hammer. The Stone Clubs were sick, honestly. They were pretty fantastic. The War Pick is pretty cool. Pickaxe I don't really do much with either. Oh, yeah, it was funny for sure, but at the same time, it just took, like, I just knew right away I was going to have a hard time. I was 100% sure that immediately I was going to have a hard time from the start because It was literally Radagon at Stormville and Melania in the place of the dog at Rhea Lucaria. So that was brutal, honestly. Fight Club would be cool. This is a cool one. Warpick's cool. Pickaxe is cool. Grabbing a couple weapons. Horn Warrior Greatsword. The Horn Warrior Greatsword kind of sucks. I can try it, but it's pretty bad, honestly. Let's grab it. It's not the best, though, unfortunately. Horned Warrior Swords, the regular ones, are much better. Now, let's see what this scales with. I think it's quality. Does it say this isn't a colossal weapon, right? What is this classified under? Not a curved sword. Oh, I ended up with a lot of stuff down here. Cool. I think I missed it. Thought I grabbed it. All right, let's find out. Not a regular greatsword. Is it? Did I grab it? I thought I grabbed it. This is the Horned Warrior Swords. Oh, it's right here. It's a curved greatsword. Okay, sick. We have +10 too. All right, so that scales a little bit with Faith. Oh, it has 3 stats. That's going to be pretty brutal, but we can try it. Let's see what we can do. I think the Ash of War is pretty cool all around. I can't use it yet. We need the stats for it. We need the dex. Now let's go pour some stats into this. See how much damage we get. See how much fun can be had with this one. This one's got some split stats, though. Some really split stats, which make it pretty difficult. It just has one big storm type swing, I believe it is. We're about to find out how much AR we can get, though, which is cool. See how much damage we can get from it. I think we can get a decent amount of damage from this. We need a little less endurance. Strength, dexterity. It's got a lot of stats, though. Makes it a little bit difficult. 30 faith is probably enough. Let's see what its secondary stat is. It's probably strength. I think it's strength. I think it's going to be strength. This is kind of a quality one all around. This is... All right, let's try faith. That doesn't really help us that much. We could do something like that. I think that could work. 655 is good. I'm good with that. Yeah, it is. It can be for sure. Absolutely. All right, let's see what we can get. I forget whether this counts as a storm, though. If we can actually use the talisman for it. I need to test this one real quick. We're going to have to do a quick build test. Live build test here just to see what we could do here. The Ash of War. One big swing, right? All right, so does that count as a storm? It might. It might count as a storm. We need the shard. And then... Does it do holy damage? No, it's pure physical damage. It does a lot of physical damage. Let's see. I don't know. We can test it. I guess we can test it at Gatefront, but all the enemies are different, so it makes it a little bit difficult. We don't have random Soldier of Godric anymore. He's officially out, so... Let's see. We can do stamina. You're going to need stamina with this build for sure. Can't put an Ash on it. Let's check this one out. All right, who do we want to take on for this one? This could be anybody. We can take on anybody with this one. Let's go see. There's a lot we could work with here. We can go to DLC. We've got the capital to work with as well. Let's see. We took on that dragon. There's some bosses over there. We can go out to the volcano area as well. There's several to work with. This could be good for a dragon. Let's see if Agil's around here. Who replaces him? I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna find out who replaces him. It's probably another dragon. Is that... What is that? Oh, that's just an octopi. Is there a random assortment of them? Yeah, it's got a cool looking Ash of War. The Ash of War is pretty cool to look at. It's pretty fantastic in terms of like the aesthetics, but I'm pretty certain this isn't going to do a lot of damage. I can almost guarantee it, but we'll find out. We're about to find out. Looks like one of the magic dragons. Could be. I think it is. Let's go take him on. We buffed right away. Hopefully he's not built. There's not like other enemies in the area that build up. Oh, there's a Millennia here. Of course there is. I'm gonna go for it anyway. I don't care. It doesn't matter at this point. Okay, he doesn't have a lot of HP. Did that just wipe out everything? He doesn't usually do that much damage. Of course, Millennia is still alive though. She's still alive. I got a smithing stone. Great. And I want to take her on. How much HP do you have, lady? Is it? Oh, you're done. Oh, cool. Good stuff. All right, that does okay. Why? Oh, the bear's dead already. That's why. All right. I don't think there's anything else that can hit me. That was a cool one. It does a slam. I think we got most of it. I don't know if I have that much endurance. I don't know. I guess I don't have that level of endurance. You just got to keep repeating it. Let's see. No, it just resets for me. And then regular hits. So, maybe from holding it down. Yeah, I was gonna say it just repeats. All around though, still a cool one. Horn Warriors, Greatsword +10, Urtry Seal. We have the Shard of Alexander, Urtry's favorite +2, Enraged Divine Beast, Two-Handed Sword Talisman, Bloodsucking Cracktear, Greenburst Crystal Tear, Golden Vow, Flame Strength, Blessings Boon, 42 Faith, 20 Dexterity, 40 Strength, 28 Endurance, 23 Mind, and 60 Vigor. Apparently, I can't get out of here because there's a sliding plant. We got one sliding plant here. Goodbye, bud. All right. We got him out of the way. I'm not really worried about that. All right. We're going to go make some more builds. Let's do this. Welcome if you're new. We're making builds with a randomizer too. For the enemies, of course, not for the items. It's a pretty cool looking Ash of War, honestly. It's pretty fun. It was kind of neat having Millennia in that spot too. Kind of a weird one for sure. Kind of want to do a dual spike club build and see what I can get with that. Maybe even a single one. I'm not sure. I don't know. These do. I think these do decent poise damage. We'll find out. I want to see what I can turn these into. All right, let's see what we can turn these into and how much damage we can do. What do these scale? Oh, they have good strength scaling. That's a plus. That's pretty cool. Cold scaling? Cold scaling is pretty good. Dex, intelligence, still with a B with strength. It's a little bit quality there. I might do this in Blood Affinity with a Roar, maybe. Maybe we'll just do one. We can get rid of the other one. I don't want to do a Roar build. That seems sick. All right, let's see. I want to build around this for a good amount of hits. We can get a decent amount of proc with Lord of Blood's Exaltation, so we get some serious damage there. We got to build up on the charge hits. I feel like this one's going to absolutely slap. Welcome if you're new, by the way. We are having fun playing with a randomizer and making... How many builds did we make so far, guys? I have no idea. We made a decent amount so far. And we need... the charged boost would be good. Let's see what the roar looks like on this. Drag and then upswing. It's pretty cool. It looks like it does a good amount of poise damage. We just need the right stats for it. We're gonna go build around this and see how much damage we can get. I like roar builds. They're fun. You get the status effect multiplier, which is cool. It's 2 times on this. All right, so we are a strength arcane. Okay, a little C in dex, but I'm not gonna worry about that. All right, let's see. Want to try to get good stats for this. Hopefully get good damage out of it. I need better stats than this. Let's see. We don't need that much there. Go for 34 strength is pretty good because we'll be able to two-handing counts with a roar. So that's a plus. We'll be able to two-hand this. Sweet.
Thou art now a sweeting.
Let's go do a roar. How much bleed build up? 102. 102 is pretty good. I'll take it. That's pretty good. All right, we can go into the capital. Let's find out who's in the capital. Welcome if you're new. We're doing some fun stuff. We've been making a whole bunch of builds, honestly, and it's been great. I think we made, what, like 10 so far? Something like that. It's been pretty good. Some pretty wild ones in this one, too. By the way, I want to mention, too, I'm going to be streaming more often and making more builds live more often. It's not always going to be with the randomizer, but I do think that makes it more entertaining. It gives it an element of surprise. Which is definitely good to have. All right, we're going to go grab this Grace. We got 2 bosses upcoming here. Oh, this is Millennia. Oh, man, come on. I don't want to do this. I'm going to fight her as soon as I grab this Grace. I just want to grab this Grace first so we don't have to go back. Of course she's there, because she's freaking everywhere, man. I don't know why. She's just everywhere. Of course she is. She's got to be everywhere. All right, where did she go? She's over here. All right, lady. Let's go. Oh, no. Oh, no. How much HP? You can't have a lot of HP. You cannot. Wait. Whoa. Yeah, she took me out. I don't know why she didn't bleed proc. She was just blood immune there for some reason. I don't know why. Because that's what I say in every single one of my videos, so it fits me. I literally start every single one of my videos with the same dialogue. Probably gets a little bit tiring, but yeah, I say that at the beginning of every single video. Let's see what we do here. She's still here. I kind of wanted to see if I can get a blood proc on her. I'm not sure. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, I don't know why she won't bleed proc for some reason. Let's find out. Oh, no. No way. I got... she killed... She probably... Oh, I did bleed proc her that time. She got stuck. And then she phase transitions. That's just stupid. Oh, man. I'm not taking her on anymore. I give up. I don't want to fight her. This is a regular enemy placement. I don't know why she has... She's got a decent amount of HP for just being placed in there. I think it gave her like 20k total. Something like that. She had probably close to that. I'm not fighting her in this case. I feel like I could beat her, but there's just no point. It doesn't really prove anything. All right, let's keep going. Oh, look, wow. The enemies are getting weirder. There's a crow stuck there. That's pretty sick, honestly. Let's get past him. I think that's the frost crow. Yeah, oh, more millennia. It was supposed to be a 5% chance. This isn't 5%. This is like 20. It's a 1 in 5 chance. It's got to be around there. Okay, lady, no. I'm running. I'm running. I'm not doing this. She gets an automatic... She just freezes and then phase transitions. Which is absolutely wild. Oh, no way. There's more down here. This is like a millennia playthrough. I just want to get through here. Let me through here, guys. All right, I'm running through. Yeah, it was supposed to... I died. Oh, man. It was supposed to be 5%. I set it to 5%. This is not 5%. This is just stupid. They're everywhere. I mean, there's no way that's the right, correct, proper roll here. Yeah, you just run into them non-stop. It's just millennia, one after another. Might have needed, like, Black Flame's protection or something. I don't know. She's brutal. We're going to run through it. I don't know. It feels like every enemy is millennia now, which is making this really complicated. We can go past him pretty easily. Not going to have too many problems with that bird. Yeah, there was honestly just too many. Could try to jump over her. Might be able to jump. Yeah, I was able to jump over her. I think you can fall down here without the elevator. Oh, I didn't get to the elevator last time. Is there more down here? Yeah, there was more. There was another one down here, right? Oh, no fucking way. All right. Don't need my runes. All right, guys. Leave me be. Give me some space, okay? Oh, no. What the hell? The capital is loaded full of millennia. She's just everywhere. Oh, cool. Wow, that's a fantastic spot for you to be in. I love it. At least I'm not going to get shot in the back by explosive arrows, so that's a plus. Oh, cool. We got a peaceful enemy. I think you got to hit this to hit him. He's got to be aggroed first, I believe. Yeah, this is absolutely wild. I set it for 5%, and this is what I get. I end up with like a whole bunch of them for some reason. They're kind of tough to take on, you know, because it's millennia. So, and did it really replace that tree with a rat? It did. Wow, that's kind of great. I guess it doesn't matter because it's not a real boss. All right, we are officially going to be going to the next boss. We got one more grace, and then we'll take on that boss and find out which one it is. Hopefully, we can do bleed damage. We should be able to because there's not going to be golden shade. So, was that another one behind me? Is there another one behind me? There's something behind me. I don't know what's behind me, and I don't want to know. I'll pass. I don't even want to find out at this point because this is getting stupid. Okay, that's a little. What is that? The ones that are in. Yeah, I think he died. The catacomb guys. I think he's dead. All right, we're officially running the next boss to check out this build, see how much damage we can do with the spike club. All right. Let's find out. Something's stuck in here. I don't know what this is. Oh, that's appropriate. That's okay. This is interesting. Wait, why is there a rock there and he's stuck there? I don't get it. I'm gonna go. No. I gotta get the hell out of here. I don't know why he's stuck there. He's definitely stuck for some reason. Why did the randomizer go crazy this time? I think it just turned it into madness. I tried to set a 5% chance of millennia for the fun of it, and it just went completely mad. It decided to just completely just throw every enemy everywhere. Oh, finally, some decent enemies. I'm like appreciative of this. This is pretty cool because we could honestly just run past these ones. Now let's run right past them and let's go find out how much damage our build does. I think this is going to be a really good one with a roar. It does a ton of poise damage. So that's a plus. All right, so we got blood zombies up here and another millennia. Are you kidding me? Really? He's going to follow me up here. I hope not. Is there more? Is there more of them? No, I got to I thought that was her, but it's just a clean rot night. I'm cool with that. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, honestly. I'll take it. I'm totally happy with that. They follow me up or no? Oh, it's Morgoth. That's pretty cool. I think they're following me, the clean rot knights. I might have to take them on. Might have to hit them hard. All right, that one's down. What is this? Demi-human. Okay. I kind of want it to do more bleed than it does. I think millennia popped her head back down, so I'm good with that. I'm completely cool with that. Maybe the shackle will work, hopefully. I don't know. I really don't know at this point. There's so many of her. Yeah, it's just ridiculous how many there are. All right, we're going to fill up our FP. We're going to drink our tear. We're going to go in for a fight. We're going in for a fight. Let's do this. Randomizer madness. Oh, I accidentally hit that when I meant to heal. That was bad. My bad on that. Oh, not good. Not good. All right, we can hit him. We can hit him. This is Morgoth. Oh, gave him a lot of HP. That kind of sucks. I gave him a decent amount of HP for some reason. It does do decent damage. Poise damage is good. Of course it's going to be good. The poise damage on all these type of weapons are good. Oh, he doesn't phase transition? That's weird. All right, that was a blood proc, but it's okay because I'm not going to be able to get to him in time. there we go. We got a poise break, guys. We got a poise break. We got a posture break. Let's do this. Okay, we took him down. That was actually a pretty good build. I was content with the way that one came out. I felt like that was a good one, and running into Morgoth there, it was kind of nice. It was a decent boss. It was a fun boss to take on in that spot. Pretty cool boss all around. We ended up with a Roar build, Blood Spiked Club plus 25, Braggart's Roar. We have any seal for buffs, Roar Medallion, Axe Talisman, Lord of Blood's Exaltation, 2-handed Sword Talisman, Blood Sucking correct here, Spike correct here, Golden Vow, Flame Grip Strength, Blessings Boon, 40 Arcane, 34 Strength, 15 Dexterity, 26 Endurance, 20 Mind, 60 Vigor. So all around pretty cool one. I honestly enjoyed that one. Welcome if you're new. We're making builds with a randomizer. We got a randomizer going on top of making builds. It's been incredibly fun. We've made a lot of fun builds already. Some really good stuff. If you have any build requests, put them in the chat and I'll make them live, because basically that's what I'm doing, and it's kind of fun, honestly. So we're going to keep it going. We're going to find out what boss is here next. This looks like it's a DLC soldier, so that's better than Millennia in this spot. Yeah, that does a ton of poise damage, I think is what he hit me in the back. I was looking at the chat. It does a ton of poise damage, and it's honestly awesome that way, because it felt like it was a completely like fair fight, because he actually broke. So that was a huge plus. Being able to break him like that was fantastic. I was good with that. All around a really cool setup and a cool build. Let's go make something else. Let's go make more builds. See what we got in terms of larval tiers if I need any more. We've got a lot. We're set here. Let's go back to base camp and make more builds. Blood Claymore and the Flamberge. Yeah, we could try that. We could try that for this upcoming boss. That'd be a fun one to try. Let's do it. All right, we need... Let's go buy it. Let's just buy the 2 plus 25s to make life easier. Weapons. And we need the Claymore. And we also need the Flamberge, which you can put Blood Flame Blade on the Flamberge too, but Blood Affinity works for both of these. It'll end up being pretty good all around. I think so. All right, so I want to do the Flamberge in my main hand. The other hand, maybe like Seppuku or something for this. I don't know. Something powerful. Feels like this could be a really good one, honestly. Could be a potent build and setup. I want a decent amount of poise here. That's what I'm going for. I don't know if we have a heavy equipment load. We're going to fix that. All right, so we should be able to break bosses. That's a plus. So if we're able to break bosses, we can use this. We can repost too. Charge attack? No, we don't need that. Yeah, Braggart's Roar, but then you're just single-handing it at that point. There's at this point, I kind of want to put Seppuku on him because, like, if you're gonna use 2, you probably don't need That's more for like 1 weapon and 2-handing than anything else, because you get so much more of a bonus from 2-handing. Now let's see what you can put on these. You can put Seppuku on. I'm kind of curious how this turns out. I want to see what they scale with too. Nope, not Blood Claymore. We got some buffs going on here too. And we're about to find out how much damage this one does. We're making a Blood Seppuku build with the Flamberge and the Claymore. Yeah, it's so much better 2-handing. 2-handing with Braggart's Roar just does a ton of damage and a ton of poise damage too. See, a little bit quality. Kind of leans. The Flamberge is dex and a little bit quality, so we got to lean a little dex. All right, well, let's find out what's up. We're about to go take on another random boss. All right, let's go find out who this is. We need dexterity for sure. We need arcane though too. This is a little bit of a challenge, guys. 5 dex. That's not going to work. Strength gives you a good return on these. Let's see. Don't need a lot of this. We do need a decent amount of endurance, though. Nah, they do decent damage. I can go with this. I don't need FP, like, at all. Like, we don't really need FP much for a build like this, at all. It doesn't really help us. We got a heavy equipment load, not a big deal. We bought great charge, so we just switched to that. That's fine. We can make this work and see how much damage we get out of this one. There should be a lot of bleed buildup. Now let's go to the Queen's bedchamber. I guess it's been 3 hours since I set that goal earlier. I'll have to change that for next time. We'll make it something more exciting. All right, let's keep going and see who's behind this door. About to find out the suspense of who ends up being behind this door, because it's certainly not going to be Morgott. We just ran into him. He was at the place before this one, so. How's everybody doing, by the way? If you're in chat, if you're just, you know, watching and whatnot, feel free to stop in, say hey, and feel free to ask for a build as well. Now let's two-hand this. Seppuku. And then go back. Seppuku this. And let's see how much damage we get on whatever boss we run into here. We're about to find out. Suspense. Oh, that's a weird place. They gave him a lot of HP. Alright, I'm cool with this. This is a pretty cool one to have. Okay, that's pretty sick, honestly. Working out so far. This is pretty cool. Got good build vibes here. All right, yeah, that was just pretty easy all around. Hey, what's up, Goober? Yeah, we're just chilling. We just took down a Godric boss that was in place of Morgott. That was kind of a weird one, having Morgott and then Godric, but it was a little bit of a change of pace for me, so I was cool with that. We had the Blood Flamberge and the Blood Claymore, plus 25, both with Seppuku. We had the Grey Burst chest piece. Ball Talisman, Blade of Mercy Talisman, Lord of Blood's Exaltation, Great Jar's Arsenal, Blood Second Crack Tier, Green Burst Crystal Tier, Golden Vow Flame Strength, Blessing's Boon, 40 Arcane, 30 Strength, 25 Dexterity, 27 Faith apparently, 25 Endurance, 15 Mind, and 60 Vigor. Pretty cool one. I like the way that one came out. Oh, I can't do anything because I'm going to be apparently locked here. I'm going to have to fix this real quick. Yeah, that was actually a cool fight. The one where he was in, what was it, Rolana's arena? That was sick. That was honestly a really fun time. I had a blast with that one. By the way, if you're watching, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe as well. So we are now going to go try to make another build. I think she's going to talk to me here and give me a random item. It's probably not going to be the... Oh, nope, she's not going to talk to me. You just got to rest. All right, we're able to finally get out of here. Sweet. Oh, yeah, that one actually did a ton of damage. I was happy with the way that one came out. That was fantastic all around, and I feel like it was just a really fun way of doing things. That was pretty great. All right, so let's see what else we got. We got some other bosses to work with. We got dragons to work with. We still have Millennia, but I didn't really want to take her on necessarily tonight. I don't know. She's kind of brutal, and I think the Millennia we'd run into probably has like 80,000 HP, so that's kind of tough, honestly. All right, so if anybody in the chat has any build requests, feel free to put them in. Otherwise, I'm going to start doing a little bit more work because I have some other ones I got to do through comments and whatnot. By the way, I want to mention, too, that if you're not a member, feel free to join as a member. It's going to be awesome. We got some custom emojis as well as some videos I'm going to be posting. I'm eventually going to post up a stats spreadsheet for the members, too. Probably for all members, that's going to have the base stats that you could use at 150 for like all damage types, which would be pretty cool. All right, let's see. What do we want to make? What do we want to make next? We might be taking on some dragons. Let's do like an incantation or sorcery build. We haven't done enough of those. We haven't really hit on any of those so far. We haven't done any of those yet, and I feel like it's just really, you know, we need to come up with something really powerful. Something really fun. DLC has some weird ones. Go check. Sorceries, incantations. Let's see. We got Rolana's Twin Moons. That's kind of cool. Got Dragon Bolt of Florisex. That's also cool. That's a cool one too. Watchful Spirit. I don't know how much damage this does. Does this do damage? I don't even know what this does. These are some weird ones. This one's kind of cool. I kind of want to try that. Oh, the Divine Beast Tornado. We could try the Tornado. Let's do it. Let's try the Tornado. Let's try a Tornado and what is this? Spira build? Let's try that and see what that does. This would be cool for later. All right, for just in general to have. What seal do we need for this? This is a DLC seal. I think that boosts these. Find out. Oh, it's underwhelming. Yeah. I haven't really used it, but yeah, I imagine some of those weird ones don't do a lot of damage. I think it's the dry leaf seal, but I don't think that's going to give us the scaling we want. Spiral tree seal. Is this the one that boosts the Spira? That would make sense. Let's find out. We need faith regardless, so let's just go get some faith and change our armor set to something sensible. Give us a decent amount of poise too. We got the helm that adds faith too, which is sick. All right, let's go back to base camp, and we are going to come up with stats for this. And see how much damage we can get done with the different incantations, which is fun to do.
Is it time? Now.
All right, we need a lot of faith for this one. All right, so 60 vigor. We need mind. We definitely need mind for this one. We don't need a lot of endurance, I don't think. We're going to be mainly using seals. Good to have some base dexterity and strength. Let's see how much faith we can get. We don't need a ton of endurance, so I could do this. I could do with this. This is okay. These are decent stats. All right, let's go. Equipped it. And I think that seal should boost it. I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% sure. Should boost a 1. Divine Beast Tornado I don't think is boosted by anything. Let's find out. Does that do holy damage? Physical damage? Find out. I think the one does holy damage. I think this one does holy damage. Spira. All right, let's go and see what we can do here. We're going to come up with a cool incantation build. I don't know if any of these are chargeable. I'm going to have to test these real quick. We're going to do some damage testing. We're going to do a little bit of testing and then come up with a cool build for this one. It's got to find out whether it's holy damage or not. It might be. It feels like it is. I'm not 100% certain, though. All right, so this gives you a decent amount. I think that's the one that boosts. Not sure whether or not that boosted or not. I'm going to have to find out. We have 355 scaling with the Erdtree seal. So the Erdtree seal is always going to be best. It feels like that's going to be best for us. Let's see what we got in terms of dragons. There's still some dragons around we can go hunt. Dragon's Pit Terminus we can go to. There's a couple different ones here. We can see what the bear is over here. Find out what the bear is. What the bear imposter is. If you're new, by the way, we're making builds, and it's been fun so far. It's been fun doing all these streams for the most part. I mean, I've had some of the builds have come out great. A few have been, you know, it's been a little, some of them are hit and miss, but for the most part, we've made some really powerful and fun builds. I think the last stream we did, we made some really excellent ones. This stream, we've been on a good run here with some powerful builds. I didn't use Hal, so is this holy damage? About to find out. I'd find out if this doesn't attack me right away. It doesn't do a lot of damage. It seems to be chargeable, but it doesn't do much. What does this do? Okay, able to just dodge that entirely. All right, there we go. Okay, so that one actually does do decent damage. It's not terrible. It's not bad, honestly. It's decent. Oh, another one of these, man. Oh, man. That's not fun. That's not enjoyable. That's the worst. Gave us a bad boss, but I feel like the tornado could hit him really hard. Go away. Get out of here, man. Don't mess up my buffing routine. All right, really? Are we doing this? All right, you're going down. 3,000 damage on him, apparently. That was good enough for me, though. Let's see what we can do. We're gonna make a tornado. Oh, no. Oh no, can't do that when he's running. Oh. Yeah, I'm not the best at fighting these things. Okay, he's gonna do the same move. I was like, yeah, the same move over again. I feel like that might be chargeable. I don't know if that's chargeable or not. Oh no. And that one's just weird. It doesn't really do a consistent amount of damage. It's kind of just strange, to be honest. I'm not a fan of that one. He's hitting me with physical damage. Now let's see if we can get this going. I feel like this, I don't know if this is chargeable or not. Yeah, still can't tell. Oh no. Come on, man. He's brutal. Yeah, they gave this one a ridiculous amount of HP. Stupid amount of HP. You gave him a ton. Okay, that just hits me by default, apparently. Oh, man. I don't know what to do with this one. This is the worst. Yeah, I think I'm going to die from the blood-sucking crack here regardless, so that's okay. He doesn't take poise damage, but apparently this doesn't do any poise damage. Yeah, I don't think it's chargeable. Yeah, I knew he was going to take me out. He's got too much HP in the spot. Those incantations are a little bit underwhelming. I feel like it would be better for a mob group or something than taking on bosses with it. I don't know. I feel like they're a little underwhelming. Definitely could be better. Yeah, Santa Sean, that happens a fairly decent amount. In a Geel Lake, that happens a ton. That thing's a pain. Let's see what else we have. I don't know what else to go to, but that one is just absolutely brutal. I really don't want to fight that if I don't have to. We could go down to the Dragon Pits Terminus and see what's out here. I think there's going to be more Millennias, though, unfortunately. I don't know. There might be. Do we need dragons? Well, we have the Grand Altar. I forget which way. Yeah, this is the way out. All right, let's go find out what dragons we have to fight and what bosses are down here. Gonna be random again. By the way, don't forget to hit the like button if you're watching and subscribe. We are having a lot of fun making builds. I just jumped off the cliff. No, I was able to turn around and go back. Yeah, we go down here. Yeah, I forgot because Millennia's here. I remembered that. I was trying to avoid that, and I did. This dragon is brutal. I don't think I want to fight this one. I think we might run into a better one. I don't know. Might be pretty. Wait, you can do this on horseback? You can do this one on horseback. Yeah, I was gonna say. Wait, you can do the tornado on horseback. That's insane. That's kind of sick, honestly. Oh, well, he knocked me off my horse. Yeah, so you can do that tornado on horseback, which is pretty cool. He's just gonna hit me, because he's able to, no matter what. Oh, that does a lot of oh, it has pierce damage. It pierces through them. That's sick. That could be a dragon killer right there. That's honestly pretty good. I was happy with the damage there. That was impressive. Much better. I didn't even buff. I was trying not to do that. I wanted to buff, and he's not giving me time to buff. All right, we can hold on. We can buff and get some damage in here. But that does like a little bit of pierce damage. That's pretty cool. It pierces through them, which is sick. I think it hits them 2 to 3 times. All right, not bad. I'll take it. I'll take it. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, no way. No way did that happen. That was the worst timing. Wow, that was a heck of a horse landing there if I didn't get hit in the back. Oh, yeah, there we go. She's still here? She's using waterfowl. Okay, yeah, I'm out of here. I don't know why she would even come up to me. I don't know why she's there. I don't know. She's just chilling. All right, so for this one, we have the Earth Tree Seal. I don't know if the Spiral Tree Seal boosts those or not. I got to figure that out. The Godfrey Icon, Flux Canvas Talisman, Sacred Scorpion Charm, Faithful Canvas Talisman, Bloodsucking Crack Tear, Holy Tear. She's walking up behind me. Golden Valve, Increment Strength, Blessings Boon. The Tornado Incantation and the Spear Incantation, 60 Vigor, 82 Faith, 20 Mind, 21 Endurance. Pretty cool one all around. And yeah, the Tornado ended up being pretty good. Ended up being a cool one, honestly. Okay, lady. I forgot you could just do whatever you want because you're Millennia. I didn't even use my tier for that one, guys. I didn't use my tier for that one. That's a Dragon Destroyer right there. Didn't need any buffs, apparently. Okay. I felt like I should have been able to get that off. I guess not. Let's see. Let's see. Man, she's everywhere. She's just gonna phase, so... Yeah, I mean, at least I can hit her. That's a plus. But now she phases, which is kind of heat. And her damage is reduced. She's got reduced damage. That's a plus, guys. That's a plus. Did that not do any damage to her? Is this even hitting her? What's happening here? She's gonna shred me. Yeah, okay, yeah, I figured. Why did she not take damage? She would not take damage there at all. That was absolutely brutal for no reason whatsoever. That was just stupid. She's everywhere. Yeah, I apparently we just gotta fight her pretty much every direction now because she has a 5% chance to appear, and she's been appearing everywhere. It's absolutely wild, to be honest. But I like the Tornado one. That was pretty cool. I did enjoy the vibes for that one. That was a neat one all around. Then we go up the Dragon Mountain. I don't know if I can make it to Vale. That's a long way. But yeah, that was a cool one all around. I felt like that was better than expected. Better than I thought the damage would be, especially since it pierces. It acts like Shard Spiral. It works in the same way. You hold it down and you can pierce through enemies. That's pretty cool. It's a legitimate incantation. Definitely could be usable. Better than I thought it would be for sure. And this brings me up to the dragon. Let's see what other dragons are here. I don't need my runes. They don't really matter. By the way, if you're new, we have a randomizer on. We're also making builds, viewer request. It's been an absolute blast so far. We've been making some really good builds in this one. I feel like this is definitely one of those ones where we made a lot of fun stuff. Probably should change up my armor set, though, a little bit. We've been rocking pretty much the same one. Now, let's go around here, see what else is here. There might be more Millennias upcoming because apparently she's everywhere. It makes it quite difficult all around. Let's see what's here. We can jump up this Spirit Spring. I think there should be 2 dragons that are replaced by bosses. I'm not sure. Yeah, I was curious who Bale is too. I mean, it's not that long up. I mean, yeah, I think if I remember correctly, it's not too bad. But I want to see who those 2 other dragons are first. All right, let's grab this Grace, go up and see who it is. I think we're close. This might not be the Grace. It might be the next one. I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me. But I think it's upcoming soon. Yeah, it's this one here. Wait, that looks like the regular dragon that's here. It's a randomizer. It's supposed to be different. It replaced one with a claimant harpoon guy. And then the other one is... Who the heck is this? Just tell me who this is. Oh, it's a Geel. Oh, he does a ton of damage. That's great. It's a Geel buffed up. It's buffed up a Geel. I don't really want to fight a Geel, though. To be honest, to be fair. Oh, come on. I wanted to get out of there. Let's get out of there. I don't want to fight him. He's got a lot of damage. He can apparently do a ton of damage. That was a brutal version of a Geel. I think one hit took almost my entire health bar. That was ridiculous. Oh, is there another? I might have saw a Millennia, but there's definitely a pumpkin head there for sure. All right, let's see what this item is. I don't know what this item is. Doesn't really matter though. Oh, it's still the smithing stone. I think that's what it is normally. Let's go through this cave. There should be another boss too in the cave. Yeah, that was a crazy version of a Gil. That was absolutely wild. Now we're gonna avoid this rock. Go past this rock. All right, there's an item there, but I don't need it because we can get whatever we need. We don't really need them. Let's find out who this boss is real quick. Of course it is. Of course it's Millennia. Why wouldn't it be? Why would it be anyone else? I don't want to do this, honestly. I don't really want to fight her. Ancient Dragon Millennia. Oh man. This is ridiculous. Oh my god, it gave her a ton of HP. I'm getting the hell out of here. I'm not doing this. I don't think I'm fighting her. Let's go find out who Baal is. That's what I want to know. I want to know who Baal is more than anything else. That was just ridiculous. I don't know why she's just replacing everything. It might as well put just like a bunch of fucking dead Millennias up here or some shit because she's pretty much everywhere. She's a nightmare at this point. She's absolutely brutal. Ancient Dragon Millennia is behind me, guys. I'm gonna avoid that one for now, but there's a Grace nearby if you guys want to really see me come back. All right, there is just regular enemies up here. I don't remember the route that I'm supposed to take to get to him. I know he's not far. Through here? It might be through here. We're gonna find out who Baal is. He could be somebody really tough. Could be tough for sure. Oh yeah, right here. We found the Spirit Spring. And then there should be another one upcoming, right? The right way? I hope so. I haven't been up Dragon's Peak in a minute. It's been a minute since I've been to Dragon's Peak. Yeah, I gotta... Wait, there's a jump here. Yeah, there's a jump here. And then there should be another one. Yep. I remember the first time I went up Dragon's Peak. I thought it was really cool. I thought it was honestly sick. I thought I had a lot of fun going up it. I thought it was a really good time. It was pretty surprising overall. Definitely an interesting one for sure. Where am I supposed to go from here? I don't remember. Is it through here? I hope so. Let's go up here. Who do we think Baal's gonna be? I wonder. You can't see because whatever it is gonna fly down. We can't use the same build though. We already used this build, so we got to go make another build. So let's go back to base camp. All right. Any other builds you guys want to see that we can run for whoever Baal turns into, which could be anybody? Definitely could be an interesting one, that's for sure. I'm curious as to who it is. I'm hoping it's not Millennia though. Let's see what we can make. If not, I'll just do one of the ones I got to make. By the way, I appreciate everybody that's watching. It's been awesome. You know, that's doing these streams and stuff. It's been really fun, like basically getting to work with you guys and making builds with you guys. It's been a blast, honestly. I've had so much fun with them. All right, let's see what we can come up with. We need to come up with something good. All right, I think I'm going to go and do one of the ones I got to do. I might go for DLC here. A couple of these I haven't covered. The light and dark ones aren't really going to do much damage for us. I don't think that's going to be something that we need. We need to come up with something powerful. Because I got a feeling this is going to be a tough boss, so. Sword of Night we covered. Black Steel Twin Blade and the Euphoria are both really cool. Awesome weapons. The Death Knights ended up being lackluster, unfortunately. They weren't as good as expected. I was a little disappointed with the way they came out. They don't do a ton of damage. They don't build up on successive hits much, which sucks. All right, we've got a lot we can work with. The Spirit Glaive, too. But I think that's bad, if I remember correctly. I don't think it's good. Spear of the Impaler sounds good, but it could be a fire-resistant boss. I haven't done this one since, like, the DLC. It's a cool weapon, for sure. Oh, yeah, the Falx we could do. We could do that. Grab that. That could shred pretty much anything. That's definitely shred-worthy. That could go in there and take on whoever it is. It could be a tough boss for sure. We need to go to curved swords here. And the plus 10. I think this is quality a little bit. Yeah, it's dex scaling, but it has some strength scaling, not a lot. Grab any seal here. And then we're going to go for a decent build for this. I think we can do jump attacks with this for a decent amount. So we're going to definitely be able to do that. The dancing blades, yeah, they're cool too. I'm going to try the falcons first. Just see what we run into. We're going to use the shard because you can for this one. And then rotten winged. And then I might add the claw talisman. That way we can at least do jump attacks. And then build up on successive hits. That would be a cool one. All right, let's see. Successive hits. And we can get rid of this stuff. And now we need to go build it. Let's go do our stats. Yeah, we do the gazing finger too. That's a funny one. That one's kind of funny. All right, first we're going to try this, though. See how much damage we can get out of the falcons. All right, guys, let's see what we can get. All right, I think it's dex scaling. It leans, I believe it leans a little bit to dex, or more to dex, a B and a D, but I think it also has a little bit of points into strength that you can add to it if you wanted to, but I don't. I want to try to avoid that if I can. So let's see, dex-wise, strength. Yeah, see, strength gives it 2 damage for each one, so that's what I figured. It's a little bit quality. Not a lot quality, but it's a tiny bit quality. Let's see. Yeah, gives you... So you get to, like, 20 strength. Go for this, and we can go for some added endurance here. I like these stats. Almost 500 AR. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. All right, let's go take on whoever Baal is. I have no idea. We didn't find out. The suspense is definitely there. We're gonna find out who he is, who the imposter is that's going to replace him. All right, we are at Jagged Peak, and we're gonna do our buffs. And do we get to see the boss ahead of time? Oh my God, it's Radon. It's Radon. Yep, that was bound to happen eventually. I'm gonna fight him, so. I don't care at this point. It does not matter. That was just absolutely the worst. Yeah, it ended up being Radon. I don't know why. It just had to be. It had to be him. Let's see. Let's see how this goes. Wait, is this phase 2 only? What are we doing here? All right, I got hugged. God damn it. Yeah, at least it's not Millennia, but why is this phase 2? For some reason, I went up to him. I was like, there's no way it's just phase 2. All right, killed me instantly. I'm going to go back in there and try this again. Now I know that it's only phase 2, so I got to be, like, fully alert here. I don't know. I think I just got lagged there. Sorry. I think it's been good so far, but I think we just got lagged there. Not Potato PC. I have a 4070, so probably the internet. It should be good now. It might be dropping. Yeah, there we go. Let me check the stream quality real quick. All right, let's go back in here. All right, okay, that has too much range. Way too much range. Okay, I can do a lot of damage. Okay, his grab attack is apparently even better than it normally is. Apparently. Oh, man. Okay, this is ridiculous. It's literally just phase 2 Radon. This is dumb, honestly. I don't know how I could take him on here. He's just a fucking light show. It's literally just phase 2 Radon for some reason. He turns it into a complete light show. Yeah, I know. The 50 series I'm hearing is not very good. So, I'm hearing that so far. I thought about getting it, but then I held off because I don't know. I'm hearing that the newer series, there's a lot of problems with it. Now let's try this one more time. I want to try this knowing, you know, what I know, but he's gonna do the same move apparently walking in, which kind of makes it brutal, but. All right, gonna avoid that. And I hit the wrong jump attack button because I forgot we have the dual move set there. All right, he does take damage, like a good amount of damage from this. Okay. Oh, that killed me for some reason. Yeah, this is just like insane because it's Radon. It's definitely a crazy boss to run into for sure. I feel like I could beat him though. I mean, it did a lot of damage to him. That's good. Did the lag go away? I think it was just for like a second. I don't know. I saw it too. Should be gone. But Radon's a freaking light show, so. He's going to do the same move again upon going in here, which sucks, honestly. Kind of beat, honestly. Oh, come on. Yeah, he got in his hug. He got in his automatic hug. And he's gonna go up and do this move. Yeah, this is just literally phase 2 Radon. It's insane. That's just insane. Probably gonna die from the bloodsucking crack here by the time I can heal. No, I can heal. At least I can heal. Yeah, it's gonna kill me. Yeah, I rolled backwards. Yeah, he's absolutely brutal in this spot. I mean, he's got a lot of room to fight him, but it's just, it's stupid. I wish it was phase 1. It's just a brutal boss to run into. That was bad timing. I mean, I'm glad it's not Millennia, but at the same time, Radon's pretty close. They're both pretty challenging. I don't know. Who do you guys think's like the tougher boss to beat out of those two? I think they're both pretty hard. I think they're both pretty difficult. All right, let's run in here and see what we can do this time. I'm like totally focused. Let's do this. I almost want to go in here and parry him. I'd probably be better off than this. This is just brutal. Oh, no way. Why does he do all these like fucking moves? Like, it's ridiculous. Like, how am I supposed to get out of that? Oh wow, yeah, he is brutal. I think Prime Concert Radon might be worse. I do agree. I think he might be more difficult. I feel like we're able to do a lot of damage to him. The problem is the Fox doesn't really like proc bleed very well because it has 55 innate bleed, but that's all you get. I think that's just, there's no blood flame blade or like anything you can add to it. You just get 55 innate bleed or whatever it is. Might even be 45. I'm not sure. It's not like I can use the Ash of War on him. I highly, highly doubt I'd be able to get the Ash of War off. It's very long. Yeah, he's just absolutely going insane. All right, I need to come up, I think, with a better build for him. Usually do more damage to him. I don't like these jump attacks. I'm gonna try it one more time, and then I'm gonna do that. I don't know. This could be interesting. I'd say I go the parry route, but I'm better at parrying as phase 1 than I am phase 2. Phase 1 is, for the most part, a lot easier. A lot more reasonable. Yeah, this is just... He's a tough boss. That's for sure. He's definitely a pain. All right, come on, Prime Concert Radon. Let's do this shit. Okay, wow. How did that hit me? It's the arena, because that... I normally never get hit by that. All right, I'm going to have to change my build-up. Yeah, because the skill takes too long to use, and then just jumping on him just feels like shit. So, I don't know. I feel like the arena makes it worse, though. I don't know. I feel like his normal arena is, like, better in this spot than what we have going on here. He's kind of a pain here. He's a brutal boss. I mean, you can go the parry route, I guess, if I have to. I think this is journey 3 or 4. But he's going to have a lot of HP. I'm going to try this one more time. And then I'm going to see if I can come up with something cool. I might try to parry him. See what I can do with that. I don't know. He's just all around going to be difficult. How did he get so close to me? See, that it's just my depth perception of where he's going to appear is completely off. Because I just don't know. Oh, this is cool. Let's just spam every fucking annoying move you have. At least they made double slash easier to avoid. That's a plus. Oh, lovely. If you get caught with any of the holy damage, you get stuck. I feel like any of the holy damage, it just clips you and then you're stuck. All right, let's see what we can do. I want to try and just build up a little bit and see what I can do. He's kind of a pain in the ass right now, so. I kind of like the Falx, though. I don't know, maybe I can add that as a backup. And I want to try something with Dex. I just want to see. I want to walk in here and see what I can do. It's going to give us a heavy equipment load, though. I'm going to have to come up with something good here. This is a, he's a tough boss for sure to run into. He's probably the toughest, aside from Millennia, that we can run into. Let's come up with something good for him. Really cool. That's strong. Let's see. We need a critical... Did we grab the... Yeah, we grabbed the Misery Corday earlier. That's a good thing to have. That's cool. I have the Buckler Shield on me. Might not have the Buckler Shield. I have the Perfumer Shield. I could try that. I still have a medium equipment load. I don't know why it was telling me that I had a heavy before. Critical Breaks. Dagger Talisman. Probably be good here. Let's see. I want to be able to switch between stuff here. Try the Dagger Talisman. See what we can do. Excessive attacks is not going to be something we're building up. We want to put this in Blood Affinity. I want to put this in Cold. I'm going to put this in Cold Affinity. He actually takes good frost damage. Why did I go to alter? I don't want to alter them. Alright, so this would be cool in... Definitely cool. No pun intended. Or pun intended, rather. We're going to run in and fight Concert Radon in a second, who is in a weird spot. So no blood procking. Added Dex is kind of okay. Weird to figure out what talisman you'd want. It's tough to decide. Could build up on successive hits, though. There's no reason not to swipe him. I can swipe him. Now, let's see what I can do. If he's acting for sure weird, though. Like, in this arena, he's kind of weird. He's a weird fight here. Welcome if you're new. We're doing a randomizer and making builds. We're having a lot of fun. It's been a blast so far, but we officially ran into a tough boss in Concert Radon, who is truly brutal. Let's see what we can do here. I just hate his ranged moves. His ranged moves make this terrible. It just, I get such a disadvantage from the start. All right, yeah, I can't do that way. I got to figure out a way to get him close to me without spamming, because I feel like I'd be fine. It just, he closes the distance instantly on me and I die right away. Like, as soon as he closes the distance on me, I can't do anything whatsoever because he just spams me before I can even get a move off, which is pretty beat. I don't know, maybe holy resistance would have been the right way to go with this. Is it just me, or is his damage almost scaled up in this spot? I don't know, it's weird. For Journey 3 or 4, wherever we're at, I feel like his damage is too high. I just want to go in here and fight him, but he just spams me at the door because I'm too far away. He's not doing his regular moves. Like, nothing is normal. He's just doing everything else. There we go. There's a parry. Oh, there you go, Renan. There you go, you piece of crap. I don't like him at all. All right, bro. We got a lot of damage there. Roll right through him. All right, let's go up to him. Nope. 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 Not gonna work for me. Ain't doing that shit. Oh, no double slash, bro. Not happening. Nope. I don't think so. And again, no. Fuck no. Not happening, bro. Why did he not frost proc yet? You got super resistances or something? What's going on here? Did he frost proc and I didn't see it? Oh no. I'm on flat ground. He's gonna kill me. Oh, this is getting brutal, guys. I hate this Radon right now. Oh, I did that too early. Ah, man. Damn it. Ah, I messed up one parry. Yes. Messed up one parry and I went down from that. I mean, I could parry him, but it's just like you mess up once. His damage seems to be upped. Absolutely brutal, man. I don't think he frost procced either, so I don't know what's going on with his resistances. I can normally get a frost proc on him. Let's try this again. What the hell? Oh, yeah, I can always parry him. I can usually beat him by parrying him for the most part. I mean, I don't really have... I mean, if he... The only problem is I can't get him near me comfortably. He's just in a bad spot all the time because of the way this arena is. It makes it a little bit too challenging to just do this. And it's just kind of awkward, you know? It's definitely awkward. For sure. You're gonna run right through me. We got a lot of damage off that, though. I was good with the Misery Corday is great for that. That's cool. Let's see. Oh, I hate double slash, man. If you miss double slash, it just automatically kills you. Get. No, I'm gonna go back in here and do it again. It's frustrating me now. Yeah, double slash is absolutely brutal. Yeah, if you don't, you have to see double slash. For anybody that wants to learn how to parry him, just out of curiosity, if you've never tried to parry him before, you kind of have to know double slash is coming out before it comes out, which is almost impossible. You have to look at his legs is usually the easiest tell. And it's very hard to concentrate on that when you're looking at his arms. There's no like a motion for it. You end up kind of it just sucks all around, to be honest. All right, please don't hit me this time. Yeah, that seems to hit me more in this arena. Yep. So stupid. All right, doesn't matter. We can heal up and go at him. Okay, that time I got it at it. Got it away from him. He tried. He tried. All right, there we go. All right. Avoid that. There we go. We got him down. All right, sweet. All right, let's try it again. I got one there. You only need 3, so let's do one more arm swing. Oh, no, you suck. That works. That's an easy move to dodge. I'm fine with that. Why is he not frost proccing, though? I'm, like, legitimately complaining about this, but I really do want to know why. I don't know why. He's just not frost proccing for some reason. Oh, shit. This move is the only reason why I'm going to survive for like 5 seconds and then die. All right, there we go. Come on, give me one more. All right, there we go. I can at least crit him and then heal. I can crit him and then heal. I don't have enough healing for this, unfortunately. Yep. Yeah, I died there. I have to switch my healing over. I have FP blast that I don't even need. It's pretty fun parrying him though, that's for sure. There's no phase 2 that I know of. I don't think there would be a phase 2. I don't know why it would be prime concert for Don in another phase, but I'm not sure. I didn't have enough healing though. It's cool all around, honestly. I need to switch these though. There's absolutely no reason. I don't even need FP like at all. I would have been alive. I would have stayed alive. What do you guys think of parrying Radon? Have you ever has anybody in the chat tried to parry him before? Have you guys attempted to parry Radon? It's an interesting one. All right, let's go in here, see what we can do. All right, concert. Let's see. I hate that. It's just automatic, man. All right, at least I'm getting better at dodging that, even though it comes out different in this arena. No, can't parry that. Can't do anything about that. Come on, man. Stop with this shit. And just spamming every move he possibly can against me. Yeah, brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. I'm just not getting the right RNG with him. It takes a minute to learn. I mean, for me, I have to kind of memorize the boss move. That's more so than like reaction timing. So that's something that like definitely helps. If you're working on a specific boss, it makes it a little bit easier. In terms of like trying to parry everything, you need really... Yeah, Executor's parries are sick. In Night Rain, they're phenomenal, honestly. They're a ton of fun. Am I getting lag again here? I might be getting lag. A bunch of people just joined. Sorry, guys. I'll fix that after this one. All right, let's see what I can do. Let's see. Yeah, I think the buckler shield is what I normally use. I messed that up. Of course he goes up for this move. Brutal. Alright, I gotta fix my connection though. Jesus. So stupid. He hugged me. Alright, let's see if I can fix this real quick. Yeah, I'm probably going down anyway. Yeah, I figured. For some reason this time when people are coming in and out, I'm getting like, I don't know why. Concert Verdon. Just got to check something real quick. It's a fun boss to fight, though. I mean, it's a challenge, which is cool. I mean, that alone. I mean, it's definitely fun to take on, for sure. All right, let's see. Went full lag, so just checking the stream health. Yeah, the connection's not great. All right, it should be. Let's see what it looks like. Why is it showing something totally different? That's weird. Let's see. All right, guys, if you can hear me, I'm going to be hopping off. I have a wired connection, but for some reason it's just I think down. So I don't know. All of a sudden it's just like zero. So I'm gonna have to hop off this time, and I'll probably be back on tomorrow anyway. That was fun though. I had a good time. It was definitely fun overall, but yeah, apparently the internet's going on with that. Stream's been good so far, and then just all of a sudden now I have a very very poor connection. So, but anyway, I will catch you guys in the next one for sure. It was